What's going on, people? It's that dude named Dave. I'm back with TD&D Live. Before we get started, you guys know the routine. I don't want to struggle stream today, so I got to make sure you guys can hear me. Press a 1 if you can, press a 2 if you can't hear me. Let go, y'all. What's going on, people? I'm back in the building. I got to talk about a few things. You guys see the thumbnail. Oh, we're going to talk about Pearl. We're talking about just Pearly things. She's killing the internet, guys. She's all over the place. She's all over the Manosphere. Should she be in the Manosphere? A lot of people got problems with her. Okay, there was her and Greg Adams. We're going to talk about that today. Also, did you guys see her with Hafiz Blue Pack round 2? Oh, we'll discuss that. We'll discuss that, guys. We're going to get into it. So I appreciate everybody here in the building today, guys. Let me see who is in the chat. Let go, y'all. Let me see here. We got Maggie, the substitute teacher here, coming through the show support day. What's going on, Maggie? I think she got a live stream going on right now, so that's dope of her to drop a comment before she goes live here. Shout out to Maggie, and if you guys haven't already, show some love to her channel. That's what's going on here. Shout out to Sheila here. Sheila's in the building saying, hey, tried the job by to say about to land Chicago inside an hour. I'll catch the replay. That's what's going on. Hey, guys, Sheila's been one of my day ones, and she went to Spain last week. Before New Year's, I believe, right? I think she flew out before New Year's and everything. So shout out to Sheila getting it in, man. I hope you enjoyed yourself on your trip to Spain. You coming back to some snow, girl. Hey, guys, if you guys don't know, Sheila don't live too far away from me. I think give or take about like 25 minutes apart, give or take, depending on traffic. And I just want to let you know, Sheila, you coming back to some snow because it is snowing right now. Oh yeah. So if you can do it, if you can just get, when you get down, touchdown, and you see what we got here in Chicago, if you can just ask the ticket agent, hey, can I go back to Spain? Can y'all send me back? I don't want to deal with the Chicago dignanigans. Shout you out, Sheila. I hope you had a good time, girl. Pooh Man in the building. What up, though? I hope everyone is all's well. That's what's going on, Pooh Man. I see you, brother. Hey, Javon's in the building. Hey, Maggie. Hey, Sheila. What up, Pooh Man? What's going on, Javon? What's going on? We got Jay in the building. What's popping, Jay? I see you, brother. D. Samuel's in the house, man. What's going on, D? What's going on? We got Terrence here, man. What's going on? This is going to be a good episode for the Ain't-ish crew. Hey, Tribe. Hey, Dave. What's going on, Terrence? Glad to see you, brother. Glad to see you. Glad you are here. What's going on, Jurgen? We got Jurgen in the building. Good evening, everyone. I hope you all are fine. Hey, we doing good, Jurgen. How you holding up, man? Hope you're doing good over there in Germany, Germtown. What's going on, man? Let's see who else we got. Okay, Terrence can hear me. I was talking for a second. I'm glad that, I didn't go too long before someone says, yo, we can't hear you, that dude. We can't hear you. So shout out. Okay, you can hear me. That's what's up, man. All right. We got Self Relly. What's going on, Self? Glad you here. Jay can hear me too as well. D. Samuel can hear me. Oh, Jurgen can hear me. I like that. Pooh can hear me. Javon can hear me. Yes, indeed. You guys can hear me. No struggle streaming on the audio. I can dig that. Let me fix my mic a little bit here. Who else we got? We got Roderick in the building. What's going on, Roderick? How you holding down, brother? Hold you down there. Mike in the building. What's going on, Mike, man? How you doing? I'm gonna reach out to you either tonight or tomorrow, Mike. I gotta reach out to you tonight or tomorrow, man. We gotta do some catching up. And I think I'm finally getting things level set over here, brother. So I gotta holler at you, man. No doubt. We gotta play catch up and everything. Hey, what's going on? What up, Dave? What's going on, Javon? I see you, brother. I see you, man. Lorenzo's in the building. What's going on, man? What up, Super Dave? I'm good, Lorenzo. I'm holding it down, man. I'm holding it down. See what else we got here. We got Derek in the building. What's popping, Derek? Hey, everyone. He dropped the one as well. I see you, Derek. What's going on? The Do Better podcast. What's popping, Theo? Hey, we in here. Shout out to Theo, man. Theo killing it. Theo hit the algorithm. He doing big things, man. Shout you out, bro. I'm proud of you, man. I'm proud of you, man. You know what I'm saying? You doing what you're doing here. Let's just get this consistency going. This is what we want to go into 2023, Theo. Let's keep the momentum. Let's keep this ride going here, brother. I'm proud of you, man. Good stuff, man. Yeah. Let's see who else we got here. We got Honey Smile in the building. What's going on, Honey Smile? Hey, Dave. Hey, Tribe. Just got off work. That's what's going on, honey. Hope you had a good day at work. Yeah. I just got off work too, guys. You see how I'm doing it here? I just got off work and I'm still back at the work day. You see how this goes? We're going to talk about a few things in a second here. You know, I just want to get caught up here. Let's see here. Okay, honey, you can hear me. That's what's up. Good. Glad you can hear me. Theo can hear me. Good. That's what's up here. Hey, what's going on, Renee? Renee can hear me as well. All right. Yeah, no struggle streaming today. That's what I'm talking about. We got to make sure we good to go here. Let's see here. Goal 2023, 100K subs. That dude named Dave. Hey, we're going to get there one sub at a time, brother. We're going to get there one sub at a time. One sub at a time. We're going to get there. No doubt. And like I said, guys, hey, hit the like button before coming in. Hit the like button. Hey, if you guys know me, if you guys know anything about me, you know that I will stop a stream to get these likes up. I don't stop the stream at any time here, right? I always say, I need 100 a show. So when we get 100 people in the building, we got to have 100 likes. Plain and simple. Plain and simple here. So right now, we're just getting started. Some of the notifications are going out. Some notifications are not going out. So if you are here, if you are in the building, press that like button so I don't got to remind you guys later. But when I see the fact that we hit 100, we need 100 likes. That's the game plan. You guys have seen me. I will stop a show. I will stop a stream and say, hey, all y'all press the like button. And you know what some people will do? They'll go ahead and leave the stream. They're like, okay, he ain't got 100. If I go ahead and leave, a few people leave, you see like 98, right? Like, nah. It don't work that way, people. Once we hit that 100 marker, the show completely stops because all y'all got to press the like button. That's mandatory now. Like right now, I'm asking you, we're being polite, but when it gets to the 100, it's mandatory. I need the YouTube algorithm, guys. I got to say it every single time here, you know? Super thanks, super stickers, super chats. Man, they help drive the channel. They help keep the lights on. But that like button helps drive the whole total back end. So let's not stop the show and get that like button, guys. Let's see what we got here. Mr. Make That Make Sense says, why your caption says versus? She simply came on the show. Don't worry about it, Mr. Make That Make Sense. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We gonna get into it. Don't worry about it. Y'all be reading two things. I swear, y'all my peoples, but some of y'all be reading things too much. And then when the question is like, hey, don't worry about it. Enjoy the show. Enjoy the show. And ain't clickbait either because we're discussing two people who talked. So, hey, don't worry about it, bro. Mark says, Dave, you got to have some kind of music when you stop the stream for 100 a show. Okay. You know what though? Mark, if I stop the stream, we'll drop some music. Normally what I've been doing is I'll go catch up on the chats. I'll catch up on the super chats, things of that nature. I'll see any emails came in. I'll look for any cash apps. But you know what though, Mark? You made the request. The request shall be filled. So whenever we got to stop the show for the 100, if that's the case, I got you, brother. Don't worry. I got you. Dan Dizzle said, Dave, my boy, what's good in the Windy City? Cold, Dan Dizzle, cold. That's what's going on. Cold and snow in the Windy City. It's January, baby. That's what we got going on here. It's January in the building, guys. That's what we got going on here. Honey Smiles says, Dave, I'm going to send you an email this weekend. I needed some advice from my channel. Whenever you have some free time, no rush, greatly appreciate it. Shoot the email, girl. Shoot it. We'll talk about it. Let me see here. We got H-Town Vic in the building. What's going on, brother? What's popping, Dave? I see I'm on time today. Yeah. Hey, even when you late, you on time. That's why I look at it. If you guys are here, you guys are here, brother. Yeah. Let's see here. What else we got, guys? We about to get this started here. Renee's like, just enjoy the ride. Yeah. Some of y'all, for real. Yeah. I mean, you should see some of the comments I get at times. People who don't rock with me and people who do rock with me. Guys. Just cool out for a second. Don't take it too serious. All right? You know, if I was completely clickbaiting y'all and I was putting something on the thumbnail and nothing ever gets discussed in the videos, then we need to have a conversation and have a role with me, talk to me, because then you're like, yo, Dave, you bugging. You put this here and this ain't happening. Well, you know what? This is happening here. What's going on, Vince? Salute Vince Dave in the chat. I see you, brother. I see you. Yeah. Well, let's do this here. Yeah, who else here? All right, guys, let's get it popping here. First things first, like I said here, get the likes up. Likes up in the building. Number two, I apologize for yesterday. I created the schedule for Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays for live stream, right? And I had yesterday's live stream ready to go. As a matter of fact, today's show was supposed to be yesterday's show. But I gotta let you know, your boy was burnt out. Your boy was straight up tired. What's going on, Ellis? What's going on, man? What about Christian Woods? Who's Christian Woods? Christian Woods. I'm not where you got to email me about that one. But I was tired, guys. I was tired because I was trying to start my new schedule this week. But what happens is that when you start a schedule, but then you go a little bit out of whack, you can't keep it up. And then I was going overtime because before we got to the New Year's, right? The day before, let's see, now I did a 4-hour live stream, right? Then on New Year's, we did a 6-hour and 20-minute live stream, you know? Then we took New Year's Day off. Then we came back on Monday with another 3-hour plus stream here, right? So literally, I live stream, when you count everything together, I live stream a total of 14 hours in three out of 4 days. So Friday, Saturday, took off Sunday, then Monday. 14 hours of live streaming for those 3 days, guys. 14 hours. So of course, Tuesday's the normal day off, I said, right? Here's another day off. But here's the thing though, right? See, when I was live streaming all these days, you know, we had a lot of vacation the last 2 months of my regular job, but I'm back in the office now. Vacation is over. So I'm back to work on Tuesday and then back to work yesterday on Wednesday. And you want to know something? Man, I just didn't have it. You guys have no idea how much energy and consumption goes into doing a live stream. Even before we hit the record button or start broadcast, what actually goes on, what happens behind the scenes for myself to get ready to do a show for you guys, to get myself mentally prepared, physically prepared, just everything, my talking points, whether I'm going to ad lib some things here, I got some things scripted here, you know, my notes, things of that nature, just playing it, you know, I'm just getting myself ready, you know. So when it came to yesterday, I mean, it was like 11 a.m. and the stream was until 4 p.m. my time. And I was like, I ain't got it. I don't got it. I know that I would have gave y'all a half-ass stream. I knew that I wouldn't be myself here. And I'd rather just take the day off than cam up and be like, yeah, Dave just going through the motions today. So yeah. So that's what happened yesterday with me. I had to take that day off, you know. So I had to take that day off. And then from that point on, then I'm behind the scenes. I'm working with 2 editors right now. So I'm trying to get this in tow here with my videos, my reactions, my clips, working to try and get the style together that I'm looking for with their editing skills and how they do their style. So then you add the regular job as well. So right now, currently, there's a lot of things going on behind the scenes. Once we get things in motion, once I get a better rapport of these editors, once we have something in place, then I will be, things will be a lot better, a lot smoother. But these next couple weeks right now, it's going to be crazy for me. You know what I'm saying? Because I still got to work my regular job. I still got to pay the bills. You know, YouTube pays some bills, but it don't pay enough bills for the way I live. So yeah, I apologize for yesterday, guys, but we back today. I had to make sure because a part of me was like, yo, I missed yesterday. I'm going to miss Thursday because it's not, no. We got to make up a day. So today's show is yesterday's show. And then we'll see about Friday if I got to move Friday to Saturday. But we in there, though. Don't worry, guys. If I miss a show, I'm going to make up a show because y'all see the video count. Y'all see the live stream count. Y'all know that when I get going, I get going. It's like me go. It's like a person going downhill. It's going to start off slow, but once we get going, it's like do. Right? So yeah, we'll figure this out the rest of this weekend. And hopefully by next week, we'll have a full, complete, concrete schedule. So everybody don't got to worry about notifications. You're just going to know what time the video drops. Then it's on you guys. You're on YouTube or not. Then go ahead and check it out. So that's what happened to me yesterday. So sorry I missed it, but we back here today. That's what we got going on here. Like I said, just pearly things. CGA, Coach Greg Adams. We're going to talk about this discussion in a second here, guys. We're going to talk about it. Let me see who else is in the building here, guys. Let me see. Joker, what's going on, Joker? That dude, they be working. Hey, man, I'm grinding, guys. I'm grinding. You want to know something here? I'm not trying to like brag or anything like that. I have a good job. I have a good job and make a decent amount of money. I don't got to do YouTube, but it's in my bones to work. It's in my DNA to grind. It is in what my dad instilled me. To the day he took his last breath, all I do is saw that man grind and work, and I can't help it. That's all I do is grind and I work, and everything. I do take days off every now and then, not as much as I should. But yeah, I'm working, guys. Y'all just don't know. But once we get this going here, it's going to be something special, guys. Please believe it's going to be something special, man. Let's see here. Who else we got here? Hey, shout out to Ellis here with the $5 holla. He says, Christian Wood signed a $53 million deal after his ex-girlfriend dumped him for not getting drafted. Oh, yeah. Hold on. Yeah. He plays for the Rockets now. Hey, brother. Hey, first thing first, Ellis. Salud. Thank you for the holla. I appreciate it. Like other content creators. You are the first sponsor of the show. So I don't know who's going to come in later, but right now, you are sponsoring this episode right now. So shout you out, Ellis. Yeah, I know about him. He got the big contract in Detroit with the Pistons. And then he went to was it the Pistons he got the contract with? I know he was with Detroit, and now he got traded to he's in Dallas. My bad. I'm thinking of the Texas team. He's in Dallas now, Luka Donovan. Yeah, he's playing in Dallas right now. He's in the Texas team. Yeah, I heard about that story, man, about how he didn't get drafted. It was a bad draft night. And then he dropped old girl at the airport, never saw her again. Hey, man, more power to him. He didn't need her anyway. That's her loss. That tell you how dumb she is, right? Okay. We're gonna get to Pearl in a second. Let me just address Ellis with his $5 holla. Ellis, that's the best thing that could have happened to him. The best thing. And she is just that freaking dumb. Because, okay, he didn't get drafted in the first round, which means that he don't get a guaranteed 3-year deal with a 4th year and a 4th year and a 5th year option, probably, right? He didn't get drafted in the first round. That at least guarantees you 4 years in the league, maybe 5. Just checking these emails here. He didn't get drafted in the second round, which means that you get a non-guaranteed contract that can net you. Well, the CBA is going up now. I don't know what second round draft picks are making these days. I remember this is how long ago it was. I remember when Gilbert Arenas was a second round draft pick. He was making $800,000 a year, like his first year or two, before he got the big deal with Washington, right? That ain't happening now. The CBA ain't the same CBA for second round picks like it was when Gilbert Arenas, Agent Zero's around. So a second round pick is going to make, once he gets signed, he actually makes a team. He's going to sign a deal that could be worth more than $800,000. He's going to make $1 million or $2 million, whatever like that. Whatever the league minimum is. I haven't checked that. I haven't looked at the CBA and what the league minimum is now, but he going to get that, right? Even if you're a second round pick, he didn't get drafted. So he was going to be an unrestricted free agent, which he ended up becoming. See, ladies are so short-sighted, thinking, oh, he didn't get drafted now. Man, he gonna be nobody. He gonna be a scrub. Do you ladies know that he's 6'10", 7 foot? He was gonna get a deal in the NBDL, in the developmental league. He could have went to Europe, could have went to Israel, could have went to Russia. Shout out to Brittany Griner. He could have went to the UK. He could have played anywhere in the world. But what happened? He's able to get a spot in the league. He grinded, and then next year, boom, got the $50 million deal. But ladies are so dumb because even an undrafted rookie makes more than the average man. Even a guy playing overseas make more than the average man in the United States. So why would you dump him because he didn't get the guaranteed $10 to $20 million deal up front, but he's still making 7 figures at 21, 22 years old. You see, this is a perfect scenario how women are not that smart in this case here. Not very bright, not understanding your circumstances and situationships that could actually help you in the long run. You could have been his ride or die. You could have been like, what? I know my baby didn't get drafted. I'm still rocking with you because I know he got the skills. He's going to get it. He's going to work hard and put it in. And she could have been reaping the benefits of this $53 million deal. And here's the thing, though, guys. This deal's almost up here. He's going to get a new deal. I mean, he's not performing the way that you would think Dallas is looking for. Dallas is up and down. They need more bodies. They need a true number 2 guy. And Christian Wood's like a number 3, number 4 guy, you can say. But he still put him 17-8 a game. he is going to get anywhere from $18 to $20 million in this next deal. Oh, please believe it. Please believe it. He can get a 4-year, $80 million deal after this one easily. Easily. There's going to be some team out there that's like, you know what, though? We need length. We need rebounding, and he can shoot it from 20 feet out because he worked on the jump shot here. But you know what, though? You got some ladies here. It's like, oh, he didn't get drafted, so he's no good. Yeah. Where he's at now. And on top of that, he's in Dallas now. No state taxes. So this year, under his NBA deal, is worth a lot more than it was when he was playing in Detroit and them other cities, guys. So shout you out, Ellis. Yeah, I did hear about that. But you know what, though? Good for Ellis. I mean, Ellis, good for him. Good for Wood. Know why? He was too young to be tied down anyway. Just getting drafted. And every time you see guys get drafted and they got their girlfriends next to them, their families and everything. Hey, you know what, guys, in the NBA? Unless that girl's been down with you from day one, like Aisha Curry has known Steph Curry since they were like kids in high school and stuff like that. Unless old girl knew you since you were little kids in the sandbox and everything like that, it don't matter about her. It don't matter because once you get in the league, unless this one was ride or die and held you down, you're going to be exposed to every single woman there is in the game. So, yeah, man, good for him. Good for him. He ain't having the year he's supposed to, but he going to get paid again because that's what happens when you're a 7-footer in the league who can stay healthy and get some rebounds and you can stretch the floor out. He going to get paid again. Thanks again, Ellis. Appreciate that, man. What else we here? Why does your thumbnail says verse? Well, how about this? Why don't y'all leave it alone? Lord have mercy. Joker says, what Miss Pearly talking about, Dave? We gonna get into it, man. Mark's like, why the thumbnail says verse? It's showbiz, folks. Get the people in the seats and entertain them. Let the man live. Yeah. I mean, y'all be nitpicking. I didn't know how many things I had to worry about, the stuff that was going through before I started the channel. And I look back, I was like, yo, how old are you? No disrespect. I look at some, I'm not talking about the last comment earlier. I'm looking at some people in my comment section. Someone tried to get on me because I created a short like 2 months ago, right? It got like only 400 views. But you know, when I make shorts don't make you money. Shorts is for literally the YouTube algorithm. Like now it's January 2023. As content creators, we can make money off shorts, but shorts don't make you no money. Shorts are like coupons. Shorts are like, you know, free invites to get you into the door. You know what I'm saying? Like you're doing this exposure that's not making you money, even though you got a monetized channel. So I think in the next few weeks, we're going to be able to start making money off these shorts. But the idea of shorts is like promotion. Advertisement, right? So someone want to come in my comments section like, oh, you only got 400 views, you know, who do you think you are? Blah, 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 blah. I was like, wait a minute. You're very short-sighted, you little fucker. First things first, sir, look at the overall views. We got millions of views in under 10 months. All right, this is a damn short. And I know what, though? I make more money on AdSense than you probably make on your regular goddamn job, Miss Lady. So you know what, though? Don't try to come with the sign language, shame, insult, guilt, that needs to be right without even looking at the total picture. You looked at one short and you don't look at all the other videos. You don't come in to see the live streams. You don't see all the views and how we're building and growing here. So for you in the comment section, I hope that you gaggle on a bag of baby dicks. Yeah, I'm petty, guys. I'm petty. I can be petty because y'all too grown for some of this stuff here. Come on, man. Here's what I want to put this on you and I'm going to move on. You guys have a job. You guys may have kids too. And you guys get irritated when something happens on your job. It's like, you know better than that. Why are you asking me this question? Or when your kids ask you a dumb question. And trust me, kids be asking some dumb questions. I don't care what anybody says. There are such things as dumb questions when it comes to kids. And y'all be taking them dumbass questions. You know you be irritated as hell. But when it comes to another adult, y'all want to act like them now. It's like, oh, why you do this? Seriously? You want the pettiness to come out? The petty will come out. Just sit back and enjoy the ride. Sit back and enjoy the ride. Hey, what's going on, Sheila? She's like, I want to get off this damn plane. I'm about to open the door and jump out. Oh, God dizzle, Sheila. Be careful. Hey, man, TSA gonna come and get you, girl. All right, who else we got in the building, guys? He gonna have to go overseas for big pay. No, I see what you're saying here. I'm just getting caught up. Dave, did you hear about the brother and sister that were married for 14 years, but our brothers and sisters because the bitter mother didn't let the father meet his son? I heard about that. I may touch on that one this weekend. I was reading that a couple of days ago, and I was like, God dang. My thing is, how many times you smashed your girl, your sister? And here's another question I got to find out too, Mark and Tribe here. If you found out this whole time that you've been smashing your sister or brother after you got the news, here's a question I want to ask you guys. Did you still want to smash after the fact? You're my sister. Want to go in the basement? Who knows? Y'all be watching my streams. Y'all like, wait a minute. Lisa, we're brother and sister? Wait, we're blood related? Oh no, we gotta talk to mom. We gotta talk to dad. Before we do. Want to go in the basement? I would give. Yo, we might have to touch that with Mark this weekend, Mark. We gonna get into it. We might get to that one, man. Oh my God, that's a crazy one, man. That's a crazy. I mean, that story is the reason why you marry before you carry. And for all you ladies out there that want to think that you can do it on your own, I don't need no man. I can do things on my own. Yeah. Look at this situation now. You got your kids banging each other, straight going up, doing buns, glazing to a younger or a big brother. Hey, you didn't need one. You need some help now. I can do it on my own. I can do bad by myself. Well, you know what? You're doing pretty damn bad now. Lord have mercy, guys. Lord have mercy. Okay, I never understood why so many athletes get married, especially before the age of 35. Yeah, unless you got a rock hard ironclad prenup, it doesn't make any sense. Nope. Right, Kenny. I don't get it either. Unless you go and talk to your agent, your manager, and then next you know you put together an ironclad prenup. Hey, man, if you under 35, you might as well just live that free agent lifestyle and keep it moving, baby. Keep it moving. That's great. It's a good day when Dave is on live. Hey, what's going on, Mace? Rookie of the year. I appreciate you. Jimmy's in the building. What's going on? Kenny's like, sister's always hating. Steve's like, Social Blade is a thing. Just saying. So, hey, guys, Social Blade is not 100. Steve, let me put you on game here. Social Blade is not 100. Only thing Social Blade is going to show you is, true facts is how many subscribers they're getting, and how many views they're getting. Hey, when it comes to the monetary numbers, don't believe it, Steve. No. Hey, guys, Social Blade been off for so long. Hey, man, I'm going to keep it a buck with you. Social Blade be saying I make a certain amount of dollar every month. They're off by thousands. I'm going to keep it real with y'all. They're off by thousands. Hey, I ain't gonna say how much I make. I'm gonna do a live stream. I'm not gonna hide it. I'm gonna do a live stream. I'm gonna do a video about how much I really make on YouTube. Not a big dog like TLA, but I can show you that when you have a secondary job, how much you can make and how good and beneficial it'll be. So I'm gonna do that, right? But I'm not gonna talk about it in details in general. For this stream here, one thing I will say though, Social Blade said I made like $900 one month, and I want to tell you something. The month that it said I made $900, I said it was off by thousands. Plural, not 2, not 3, not 4. I'm just want to keep it a buck with you. Social Blade ain't gonna give you the true factors of what content creators really doing from a monetary standpoint, man. And you know what though? And I had to school some guy who actually has a YouTube channel, and he was trying to come for some other guy. He was Mr. Organics. I don't know if you guys seen him. He's been around the game for about 4 or 5 years. Car channel is blowing up now, doing movies, doing TV shows. He's a personality. He came up with Tall Guy car reviews, before Tall Guy got married. They were the awesome twosome together, right? But here's the thing. There was a situation where he told a story on one of his streams about how he quit his job. He made like $100,000 a year, and he quit his job because he was making about $80,000 on YouTube. And I was like, good for him. Good for him. He's gonna take that leap of faith. See, now he was making 80,000 on YouTube. He's making 100,000 a job. Say, hey man, fuck this job. I'm gonna put everything I want into this here. And the guys who are trying to dog mouth saying, why would you quit your job? You making more money in your job. That's make no sense here. And I had to break down to this guy here. I'm like, look, does you get that he makes 80,000 before taxes without even have to go to some employer's office and put clothes on and sit there for 8 to 10 hours a day, commute there and commute back, and then take all these taxes out of your check. And then if you're investing and all these other items that come into play, that person who makes $100,000 in a regular job is really only making like $68,000 to $70,000 take home if they're lucky. And that's not including all the other expenses that get taken out of their check, right? So if you're making 80,000 on YouTube, that's a straight flat check, right? Then you create your own LLC. Then you start calculating everything that goes along that business of all your write-offs, your cameras, your cables, your mixers, your laptops, your cell phone, your lights, everything that goes into play, right? You make 80,000 on YouTube, it's going to make you, at the long run, when you do your money, your taxes, it's more money than 100,000 on your regular job. I don't believe Social Blade, guys, but this guy wanted to go ahead and say, well, Mr. Organics ain't making this kind of money. And I broke this down to him. I said, yeah, he is. He making more than you. You're just dumb. You don't understand finances. So, guys, a lot of people don't understand the game, or they just short-sighted, or they just want to talk ish about people. But yeah, I just want to say all that to say, Steve, Social Blade is not your 100% friend. And that's for everybody here. You look at someone's channel, so, oh man, like you probably say, O'Shea do Jackson, O'Shea is making $15,000 a month. Wrong. Wrong. O'Shea was in our mastermind class. He said 75,000 is a bad month for him now. He said 75,000 is a bad month for him now. Don't listen to Social Blade, guys. Don't listen to Social Blade. All right, here. Juby said, Dave, you getting large. You getting large. You them haters. I hear you, Ju. Rod in the building. Salute. What's going on, man? Sheila is going to slide down that emergency shoes. Right, Clifton. What's going on, Clifton? How you doing, brother? Let's see here. Let's get back into, let's see. I just want to get caught up on everybody here before we start this off here, guys. Javon's like, wait, what'd you say here, Javon? I used to smash my cousin who I thought was blood growing up, but later found out she was married into the fam and she wasn't my uncle's daughter. Oh, damn, brother. For real? You know what? We might have to take this conversation to really do this show here. But has anybody ever really banged their relatives? I think that I need to curate that stream here now, guys, along with this article here. I think we're going to do that one, guys. I think we have to do that now since y'all talking about it here. That's just terrible. Are they still married? I don't know yet, honey. I don't know the whole details. That's why we're going to have to do a stream on that one. Steve, like, true. It's not of an estimate, Steve. It's not, if you're off by thousands, that's not even an estimate. Like, if I'm just let you know, if Steve, I showed you my monthly numbers, and if I show you Social Blade, it's not even estimates. They're like, yo, what the hell are you even here for? Okay, hold on. Let me get down here. Let me scroll down some more. Kenny's like, I'll take 900 a month. Yeah, no, I'm not turning it down. I'm just saying they were off one month. Steve's like, I have my own YouTube channel with my nonprofit gig, never monetized, but it helped drive traffic to our website for donations. Cool, brother. Cool. Let me see here. Kenny's like, damn, 75K a month? Out of his own mouth, he said it. Out of his own mouth, he said 75 is a bad month. Like, the way he described it, like, if he made 75, he's talking to people's like, yo, what happened this month? Why are we down? Is YouTube suppressing me? Are we getting shadow banned? What the hell is going on? That's how he talked about it. That's what I'm saying. Social Blade, you don't want to listen to it. Okay, guys. We're caught up here. Let's see here. Let me see here. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me pull this up here. So get the likes up. Oh yeah, before I get going here, guys, shout out to Damar Hamlin, man. That was a crazy situation with him. Man, we literally almost watch a man die on live TV. Talk about a bang play. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was watching after the fact of that hit with the Buffalo Bills and Cincinnati Bengals game. I went ahead and pulled up a couple of videos and some doctors, and just the way they broke down how freak accident and how so many factors had to come into play before he went to cardiac arrest. And it's just so telling how so many other athletes, so many other former football players, Hall of Famers, former Pro Bowlers, all pro, maybe this journeyman, they're on the news, they're on the TV talking, right? And you know what they were all saying? You know, when it comes to NFL, we're already conditioned, next man up. Seeing broken hands, broken fingers, and got to, get off the field. A broken leg, torn ACL, torn Achilles, but you see them cooperating. You see them moving to a certain degree. Even if they got a concussion, even if they've been knocked out cold, still breathing. You can still see them moving. And then when they get carted off the field, you always see if they're not paralyzed, whatever, you can see give them the thumbs up. Even some guys who've had some paralysis, but have been able to give a thumbs up to some form of fashion. It's one thing where that you're seeing a man get carted off because of an ACL, Achilles, broken something, right? It's another thing when everybody on the field sees this man not breathing. It's another thing when they're administering CPR for 9 minutes. That's a scary thought for these men who've been training, conditioning themselves for a sport their entire life. They've had bang, bang plays happen every day, whether in practice or in the game. Years and years in Pop Warner, high school, college ball. You make it to the pros. But then to have something like this happen, I can understand why we had to postpone that game. These men weren't in their right state of mind to see one of their football brothers not even breathing on the field. Not even breathing, guys. That's different. I don't know if anybody understands the concept and logic of these grown men who are built like superheroes. They work out every day. These guys play through hurt, play through pain, play through all kinds of things. Some of them even play through concussions when they shouldn't be playing through concussions. And all these scenarios that we've seen throughout the NFL history, nothing can compare when you're looking at a man lifeless. So I am so happy to hear that he's made so much progress that the doctor said he's responding now. And I think, correct quote, don't quote me if I'm wrong. I think they said he made his first, he said his first word. You know what I'm saying? So to hear that, hey man, that's love. That's good stuff, because we don't want to see any young man, especially he's only 24 years old, only like 2 years in the league. So he hasn't got to the 4-year NFL pension yet. So it was really scary on Monday night, and just to hear all the stuff that played into we're just hearing the waiting game. And like what H-Town Vic is saying in the comment section, how Skip Bayless ain't backing down from his comments here. There's coming a point now that Skip got to go. And and Shannon Sharp, I hope Shannon Sharp leaves him high and dry. ESPN looked at him and was like, yo, you can go to Fox Sports 1. We can make this work without you. We got Stephen A. Smith. We'll get other people to do your job here. We're good. But is he really worth it? Like, there are some announcers that he has that are decent, right? That makes good for good TV. Then there's other moments it's like, yo, what the hell are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's got to be a point in time where it's like, man, you're doing the most. You're doing too much right now. Renee's like, Jack Tatum paralyzed Daryl Stingley. Yeah, paralyzed. The man was breathing though, Renee. I talk about how people are paralyzed, or at least he's breathing. I think Monday night, I hate the preferences like this, but on Monday night, I bet you everybody would have wished, knowing the situation, that he was paralyzed and then getting headed to the hospital, let alone not breathing and not knowing if he's going to make it through the night. You know what I mean? Like, we have seen crazy injuries. We've seen paralysis and people getting paralyzed and broken stuff. We have not seen on live TV a man stop breathing. That's a huge thing, guys. That's huge. Thomas, like, grown men crying on the field. I was tearing up. Yeah, Thomas, because no matter how they feel about each other, there's a mutual respect. They know that these guys work as hard as they work. You know, like you see the guy on the other team, you know he's working hard just as you. Maybe you may know a guy personally maybe working even harder than you. Then when you're seeing guys who have been vets for so long, and then you're seeing this young kid on the ground, only in his second season, a 6th-round pick. He still got the oyster of his career ahead of him. He was making great strides. Matter of fact, I think he started 13 games this year. A good, solid player. You can understand how men could see this young kid's like, yo, young buck may not make it. And here I am, 32 years old, and I've been hit with harder. Man, what are we doing here? You know what I mean? Marshall, the problem with Skip is people tune in to watch him. It's a complaint about him. Kind of like how women don't care about the passport bros, yet make videos about them. I hear you, Mark. But here's the thing about Skip, though. Skip is not going to be able to make it without a co-host. Like, you see the number. Stephen A will tell you. Like the story that was told. When Skip was on back of ESPN, when the show was originally Cold Pizza that turned the First Take, the ratings were decent, but they weren't the way they are today. Stephen A, I know maybe Stephen A embellished a little bit, but he said that as soon as he came on the show, they've been #1 ever since. Cold Pizza / First Take can never claim #1 prior to Stephen A. You know what I mean? So now they're doing just as good, even better numbers without Skip. Now he's been on Fox Sports 1 for like the last 4 or 5 years. And here's the thing: Shannon Sharp is killing it. Shannon got Club Shay Shay on. He can go independent, be on YouTube, and he'll be just as good. He don't need Skip now. He started off on the CBS show when they were doing the Sunday game, the pre and post game, like how Fox got theirs. He started off there, but now that he's been with Skip these last couple of years in this show here, Shannon's gonna be able to write his own ticket. He can host his own shows. Skip needs a partner in crime. Shannon got his whole career ahead of him right now. So it's only a matter of time for Skip. That's all I gotta say it though. It's only a matter of time. And I get it how he may drive ratings. It's going to get to a point where that if no one's going to want to work with him, how you going to justify his dollar amount then? And then on top of that, too, I don't know about you guys. I turned to a Skip on Tuesday, and the show was just bland and dry, and I didn't want to watch it. It didn't matter. He needs a Shannon. He needs a Stephen A. He needs somebody. So it's what it is. His time's going to come, though. His time's going to come. H-Town is over for Skip. No, I mean, it's his time's going to come, H-Town. Let me see here. Hold on here. Now since Hank Dad is on the basketball court. Yeah, that's basketball, Clifton. The difference, though, is he had a heart condition. That's why I didn't include that there, Clifton, because he actually had a condition, and he shouldn't have been on that court. You know what I mean? With my man here on Monday night, that was a bang-bang play from a healthy person. You know what I mean? So that's the point I'm talking about here. And in football, and that's basketball, no prior ailments or issues that led to cardiac arrest. So that's the point I want to get here, guys. No prior conditions, no injuries, none like that whatsoever to go into cardiac arrest. Hank Gathers shouldn't have been on the court. Hank Gathers should have been retired. He should not have even been playing that day. He should be still with us today. That's the difference here, Clifton. I hear you, though. I hear you, but that's the difference, though. Hank should have been on the field. And that's that. We're going to get to the video, guys, in a second here. Shout out to Derek here with the $5 holla. Says he still have the breathing tube in and still critical condition. He's in the best hospital in the state. Right. I did hear the same thing too, Derek. Hey, first things first, salute. Thank you for the holla. Appreciate all the other content creators be showing love as well, man. You're right. He ain't out of the woods. It's just the fact that he's making such significant progress, Derek. The fact that what the updates we are getting, it is so much compared to the fact that we saw him on Monday not breathing. So you're right. He's still in critical condition, but we're seeing progress right now. But he's not out of the woods. We just gotta give our energy to him and his family. Shauna, what's going on, Shauna TV? I don't know if I want to live if I'm paralyzed. That's a hard life. Football's a brutal game, very dangerous. I hear you that, Shauna. I mean, that's coming from a woman's perspective. These men understand the risk that they're taking here. And even though it may suck that they're paralyzed, if they're playing so that they are financially secure and their family's financially secure, they'll go through that 100 times out of 100. They'll do it 6 days a week and twice on Sunday. Shauna. So the way that you're speaking from, Shauna, all due respect, is coming from a woman's standpoint. I was like, I can't do that. These men understand that. These men have been understanding this since they were 8 years old, since they've been in Pop Warner. These guys realize that all it takes is one hit and cancel Christmas. So it's a literally a woman and man perspective here, Shauna, but men are going to react differently and speak differently to how you feel about it here. A man will say, I'll do all this to get this money and take care of my family. Otherwise, we are broke as hell. We are in the hood and we ain't doing ish here. So I see your point here. You're right. But these men here understand the risk and they go through it every single day and they make their lives and careers out of it. But I hear you, girl. I hear you. Derek's like, I don't like Skip. I don't really like Skip these days anymore, man. Shannon YouTube channel is near 1 million subs. Says do better. Shannon don't need Skip. Facts, brother. Facts. Rod, what are you saying here? Shannon Sharp Club Shay Shay is doing well on YouTube. Yes, it is, man. Yes, it is. What's going on, Ali? What's popping, man? What's going on? Lorenzo Davis says, a white guy in 1971 who played for Detroit Lions died in the field of a heart attack. Lorenzo, of a heart attack. You guys are missing the point here. You're my man, Lorenzo. I'm saying cardiac arrest. The hit led to cardiac arrest to a healthy 24-year-old man. I am putting a qualifier on here. Here's a man who was healthy, who took a clean hit from a wide receiver. You know what I mean? So you got to hear what we're saying here, cardiac arrest. Cardiac arrest is different than a stroke, and it's different from a heart attack. You know what I mean? To a certain degree, when we want to break down the actual medical terms here. You know what I mean? The hit led to cardiac arrest. We saw the pre, the during, and the after. I hear what you're saying, Lorenzo, but I'm prefacing on the actual incident, and we have not seen nothing like that, especially the fact that we're in 2023. There's cameras everywhere, the social media platform, the fact that how we're inundated with the scene, with the action, with the hit, with the field all day, every day here. Hi, this is Dave. Says, hey, what's good, brother Dave? The difference between Skip and Shannon is this. Shannon is an analyst. He's been there and done that. Skip is a frustrated athlete fanboy. 1.2 points per game during his junior year. Facts. Shout out to Jalen Rose, who put that on blast here, because for so long, Skip was going hard. And I never forget that day that Jalen Rose came on First Take, and he came for war. He came for battle. He's like, wait a minute. You talking about Pistol Pete? Are you the one that averaged 1.2 points a game? And he felt so embarrassed to try to wiggle his way out of that. Shout out to Jalen Rose who did that. If you guys missed that after the show here, go ahead to YouTube and pull that up. That was a master class of reading somebody. Good God. Shout out. I wish he was still on ESPN so Jalen Rose could still give him this work today, because if he knows that Jalen Rose wasn't really on First Take after that again. Long as Skip was on the show, you didn't see Jalen back on there. Jalen and Bomani Jones. Bomani Jones read Skip the Riot Act years before that here, and you never saw him back on First Take again until Skip was gone. Same thing with Jalen. Shout out to him at that 1.2 again. We wouldn't have known about that, Dave, until Jalen brought that out and really put it on Front Street. Yeah. Shauna's like, I feel that on the women and the man perspective. Yeah, facts, Shauna. We're going to think differently, but I respect what you're saying there. Clifton, like, if the player stopped speaking to Skip, he would be gone next week. Nah, Clifton. It's the ratings. It's not about the players, it's the ratings. Fox Sports 1 is always going to be behind the ratings of ESPN, and Skip is the one thing that's still giving them something here. What other guys you realize now, Fox Sports 1 is way behind ESPN, right? They're taking some, a little bit away from ESPN. They're trying to get a market share. They've been around for a little bit, but people still rock with ESPN as the worldwide leader. And Skip brings in ratings. It don't matter about the players here, but it's about the people that want to work with him. Because Troy Aikman, who's on Fox Sports, don't even rock with him like that. So it's all about internal, Clifton. I don't care about, it's not about the players. It's about the people who wants to work with him or want to be on that show with him. If you can't find comparable people that can actually help that show be, if Shannon does leave, because we heard the tea leaves between him and his brother Sterling, hey, that show could be off soon. But we'll see what Shannon does, though. That's going to be the key here, Clifton. What does Shannon do? And if they can find someone to replace him, because people don't really like working with him anyway. But I hear you, though, Clifton. I hear you, brother. Andrew Davis says, Skip Ayers told everybody about his black nanny to cover up his racism. Oh, I missed that part. Hey, what's going on, Eric? How you doing? I think a Vikings player died in summer practice years ago. Guys, practice. Heat. That was weather. I get it, guys, but you guys are not listening to the way I'm saying it here. That guy who died in the Vikings practice died of extreme conditions of the heat, and he didn't have enough water. He was malnourished, all those things. We're talking about the perfect storm of a healthy person, bang, bang play, getting hit at the right spot in his chest at the right time that caused a cardiac arrest. We're not talking about people getting overworked at 110-degree weather. You know what I mean? We got to understand the conversation here, guys. I hear what you're saying, Renee. We got to understand the conversation, though. You know? Let's see here. Theo's like, Jalen Rose became my homie that day. I hear you, man. All right, let me see here. Let me scroll down here. Jalen is getting divorced. He's been divorced, Kenny. Him and Molly ain't together. They've been broke up. Molly's with Stephen A. Smith now. Honey's like, why? This is why football players are paid a lot of money. They put their body through so much preseason, during the season, and postseason. So many injuries on the field. Anyone else know something, honey? I don't think football players get paid enough. Non-guaranteed contracts. Got to remember, football players have non-guaranteed contracts. At any given time, a team can cut them. Now, a team may not cut a player right away because they have cap implications. Don't want to go deep on the nerdgasm about team caps and things of that nature. But at any given time, a guy can be cut. And the only thing he's going to be owed from that contract, what is already guaranteed and was written in stone. If it's not part of the bonus, if it's not part of the guarantee, if it's not part of the roster bonus, things of that nature, everything is subjected to you playing. And if they cut you, they release you, you get nothing else. That's why it's so huge for football players to get the guaranteed signed deal. That's why it's such a big deal. And Deshaun Watson got his contract. They signed into a $250 million contract the Cleveland Browns traded him for. And the whole thing was completely guaranteed. The first of its kind for a QB. And you know something? I don't think we're going to see any more guaranteed contracts like that because that will change the pay landscape. So they are paying a lot of money, honey. I will say that they don't get paid enough. Shout out to the basketball players in the CBA. They're about to get on. The NBA players are going to be making $100 million a year by 2028. Mark my words, guys. With this new CBA coming, by 2028, you're going to see guys like Luka. You're going to see guys like Ja Morant. You're going to see guys like them making easily $100 million a year. You're going to see these guys with contracts worth $400 million a year, guys. So football players don't get paid enough because of the non-guaranteed contracts and how they can be cut at any time. Let me see here. Hottest Dave says, Aikman left Fox Sports because one, ESPN gave him that bag. Two, Skip Bayless worked on the same network. The same Skip who wrote in his book saying that Aikman is gay. Facts, bro. Yeah, ESPN, they came with that Monday Night Football deal. Troy Aikman took that bag. But before that, though, all these years working on Fox, Troy Aikman was public about Skip Bayless. Hey, man, and for the people who are public about Skip Bayless like that, imagine the people who don't have platforms or are not commenting every day, but who talks to these players and are still associated with them to the games this day, who are not on TV, who are saying the same as well. It's going to be, I think if Shannon leaves, they're going to have to find someone younger who doesn't have as much cachet to rock with Skip. You can't get a veteran presence as an analyst on there because I think the next person will just slap the shit out of Skip. Just saying, guys. Was that real about Molly? Stephen A. Smith, Theo said I thought it was rumor. Nah, that's real, Theo. That's real. They've been on the low. Okay. Vince says, wait, NFL insurance ends after 3 to 5 years after their career is over. Vince says, no, they don't get paid enough, or should I say they should get paid more. Facts, Vince. Facts. Okay, guys. We'll talk about that in the next live stream here. We'll get back to that, We'll get back to that. Here's what I want to do here, guys. Let's get to I long stroked you guys long enough here, right? Let's get to the video here, right? Let's talk about just Pearly things. Let's talk about just Pearly things. Boy, I tell you. 2022 was her year, wasn't it? Wasn't 2022 a lot of content creators' years, but man, Pearly, she blew up, didn't she, guys? She blew up. Now, me being a content creator and understanding YouTube, I know why she blew up. I can see how she blew up, But there's a lot of people who don't like her. A lot of people don't rock with her. A lot of people call her a drifter, saying she's fake, saying that she shouldn't even be in the Manosphere. How is it that a white girl who is 25, 26 years old has a bigger platform than at least the black women who are in the black Manosphere, right? And then for her age too as well. How old is she? You know what I'm saying? She's 26. And it's like, yo, she this young and she's getting all this love and all this attention and all these views. Hey, this ain't right here, right? So when I saw her making the rounds, right, she's really investing to her platform rounds. One thing when I see her do her show like 4 days a week, and then she creates multiple channels, and then with her channel, she has content dropping every single day. I'm just gonna give you guys a quick tidbit, guys, a quick bug. Pearly is huge because of her work ethic. You may not like her. You may can't stand her. You may not like her viewpoints, or you may thinking that she's stealing viewpoints from men who deserve the platform more than her. But one thing you're not going to do is outwork her. I got to say that. Because come on, if you look at her channel, you look at the content is being dropped every single day. Not just one piece of content, multiple pieces of content, multiple videos, whether they're shorts, whether they're quick VODs, whether they're long form VODs, whether they're just clips from a live stream show, whether it's actually her live show, you're going to see 3, 4, 5 pieces of content at least every single day from all her channels. So I'm saying it to say you're not going to outwork Pearly, but that's not part of the conversation here right now, is it? Kenny's like, Pearl can get it. Okay, because it's like when the subject turns to social economics and racial issues, her true colors start to show. But so many people feel, should she even be in this space? Should she even be here? The thing that she talked about, should she be in the white manosphere? Let's be honest here. Like when you look at her channel, you look at her show, you see the panel of guests that's on there, you barely can see any white people. She's normally the only white person on the show. I see like one white dude on there. I did a reaction video, like one other white dude, but you will see nothing but black women. You will see black men. You know, you will see, of course she's in the UK. You'll see some different nationalities, but of course, majority minority. Pearl's moving like O'Shea, content back to back. Right, honey, smile. You beat me too. I was gonna say that. Like, as much content that Pearly drops, it's the equivalent almost of O'Shea do Jackson. The difference is that O'Shea don't live stream. You know what I'm saying? The difference is O'Shea don't live stream. O'Shea doesn't have a regular show, a regular live stream show. And that is the extra difference. Pearly probably put out just as much content as O'Shea, but then she has a show as well that's doing 4 days a week. That's on a whole other level here too as well. O'Shea has shows, but he doesn't put his face on in front of the shows. Like that dating show that he got now, the Pan-African dating show, he's not putting his face out there. You know what I'm saying? So when I say Pearly, she puts her face out there. So yeah, good point here. Good point there on that. Hey, Chancellor with the $5 holla says, Dave, have you or anyone see what her ex-boyfriend looks like? Kind of pooky and dusty, so she loses points and credibility for me. Hey, Terrence, first things first, brother. Salud. Thank you for the holla. Like other content creators will be showing love here. I didn't see the boyfriend, Terrence, but if that's the case, I'm not going to go there. That's nitpicking, brother. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying this to deride Pearly, right? She's 26 years old, right? I'm going to let you know. If you guys see my roster, my resume, he be like, oh, man, Dave done good with the girls in his past. But when I was 26 and under, there was a few girls that look questionable. When you're younger, you're going to have a questionable boyfriend or girlfriend, couple like that. Whether they Pookies and Ray Rays, whether they Tatianas or Pookishas, whatever the case may be. So, no disrespect, Terrence. If it's only just one guy and she's only 26, I ain't going to grill that one. That's just beating a dead horse. Now, if you found like the last 6 boyfriends and they all were Pookie. Then we got a conversation. But one ex, and then how long ago was his ex? You know what I'm saying? Like there's so many factors. I'm not gonna judge anybody off one relationship because you want to know something. There is one relationship that I have, and if I can think off from the top of my head right now, and if anybody who knew me and able to find that one relationship, y'all be killing me as well. You like, yo, you see that dude's ex? You see that dude's ex? Oh my god, Dave out here wilding. Dave ain't right. Dave ain't even high value. Dave not even a Henry. Dave's an average Negro if he had this. I'm just saying, Terrence, we can't go off one boyfriend. Now, if the one boyfriend or ex-boyfriend was current, if that's who she's rocking with now, and we seen he looking dusty, then that's another conversation as well. But when we say ex and it's only one, hey man, we're beating a dead horse. We need more bodies, Terrence, is what I'm saying here. We need more bodies. Jurgen's like, does the Manosphere have anything to do with skin color? Yes, Jurgen. Very yes. This is what I'm involved in, you can say here, is the Black Manosphere. We are black men. You know, the Manosphere talks about a whole cornucopia of ideas that you guys see on my channel here. But between the Black Manosphere and the White Manosphere, we have similar talking points. But there's a big difference in the White Manosphere and the Black Manosphere. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, let me pull somebody up here. Hold on, let me do this here. Give you guys an idea here. Hold on. Is it this content creator here? Let me do something here. Let me see. Yeah, so a good idea of the White Manosphere, Jurgen, is 21 Studios. If you're curious about the breakdown, and I check out 21 Studios every once in a while. I watch their content to see what they're talking about. But there is a difference in skin color and Manosphere. There, even though we're all men, but when it comes to content, there is the White Manosphere and there's the Black Manosphere. And if you really want to have an idea about the White Manosphere, you know, there's Rollo Tomasi. I'm not a big fan of Rollo Tomasi. I watched some of his content, you know, when I first got into the game, you know, but after a while, I'm like, you know, he all right, but he ain't my cup of tea. But if you check out 21 Studios and then how they have, like, you know, everybody kind of comes up under them. They have their own conventions and things of that nature. So you will see so many other white content creators that are associated with 21 Studios. And then you have the Black Manosphere as well. So just want to give that little tidbit here, man. There's a difference. We're all in the Manosphere, but there's a difference. Cop Killer says, the White Manosphere isn't going to let Pearly things take over their space. That's a good point, though. And the White Man, well, no. I got to take that back. Here's what. If Pearly wants the White Manosphere, it's all about the audience. If the audience accept there's nothing that any man can do. Only thing the men can do, and then people content creating the space, is just a bad talker, just like what the black content creators are doing right now, guys. So it don't matter saying she don't want to come and not want to come. All she got to do is, if she focuses her content to the white space here, and if the white faces follow, that's all it is. She's about to break 1 million subscribers. So it doesn't matter if they're going to let her in or not. She's here. YouTube's going to put her there, guys. It doesn't matter. The work ethic is there. She has the content. She has the studios. It's all about how she wants to preference the titles of her videos and then the talking points that go along with it. It don't matter if they're going to let her or not. She here. Nothing anybody can do about it now, unfortunately. Now, she was only at 1,000 subscribers. That's a different ball game. When you knock on 1 million, ain't no one stopping that unless you stop yourself. Super Dave, she is Derek Jackson in a dress, but telling women about themselves. I'm not going Derek Jackson. Derek Jackson is a liar. You know, Derek Jackson is a complete drifter. You know what I mean? Derek Jackson is a man who, you know, say what you want to say. He is, you know, he's going through divorce, but he was married and he was telling all these women advice on things that he wasn't even upholding in his own relationship. At least Pearl's a single woman, you know, so she's not living a double life. You know, see, we Lorenzo and everybody here, I'm gonna get to the video in a second, guys, but when we make these claims, comparisons, we actually need to see if the comparisons actually hold. Derek Jackson's worse because he was speaking something, he wasn't living the lifestyle. At least Pearl's a single woman who says, I want to get married. I am looking for a husband. You know what I'm saying? So I can't put that there. Derek Jackson is on a whole different level than what Pearly is. There, you can try to make the comparisons, but actions speak louder than words. And Derek Jackson got a whole lot of actions going behind him. got a whole lot of actions going behind him. If you guys understand, So yeah. Hold on here. Let me get down here. Hey, shout out to Javon here. My man coming in with the $1 holla. Check it out, guys. You see that here. No questions or comments. My man just came here for the straight love. Hey, Javon. Appreciate you, brother in Cali. Hey, man. Salud. Thank you for the holla. Other content creators showing love, man. Thank you for the holla, man. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. Terrence, like, we all have those 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. skeletons. Facts. We all got them. Come on, y'all stop playing with me. Not everybody got a perfect closet of baddies. And you ladies, y'all know y'all got some pookies in y'all past too as well. You know what I mean? Kenny says, I'm almost 40 and all my women are questionable. Damn, Kenny. Damn, brother. Hey, Javon's back with another $5 holla here, man. What you saying here, brother? Pearl is cool, but you can't tell me she don't look like Trevor Lawrence. I gotta get to this video now. Hey, Javon. Hey, brother. Salud. Thank you for the holler, man. You ain't right. Trevor Lawrence for Jacksonville. She's whipping that ball downfield. She can drop a 70-yard strike. Hey, she is like 5'11" and a half without heels on. So she could probably play quarterback. Hey, she up there. She tall as hell, y'all. Hey, what's going on, Leonard? How you doing? From Houston. We got another Houston in the house here. That's what's going on, man. That's what's going on. Metal Jake says, white manosphere, black manosphere, all that shit dumb. Either you're advocating for men or you're not. Women unite under feminism. Men separate themselves by skin color, all things. Metal Jake, you're right and you're wrong. Because there is a difference why you have a breakdown, because there is there is so many problems that black men deal with that white men don't deal with. We all have collective issues within men, right? But there are certain items that black men deal with that white men will never understand. And there are certain talking points, and there are certain conversations that white people, you guys will never get. And like I said, everybody's invited here. But when we talk about black issues here and things that I've gone on personally, not a white person in this crowd here can tell me anything differently. You can experience something similar here. You know what I mean? I'm just going to put that out there. Now, I also made a comment in one of my lives about a month ago about racism and how, when our generation has not experienced the same kind of racism of our yesteryears for parents, right? But I just want to say, though, there are a whole lot of litany of issues in the manosphere, and you can't just have one big ball. You're going to break it down, because there are things that I talk about in my live streams that no white person can understand. And that's the reason why you have to break down the subsections. That's the reason why you got a book, and then you have chapters in that book. All right. You'll have section 1, and you can have 5 chapters in that section. And you can have section 2, and you can have chapters 6 through 10. The Manosphere is one big book, and then we're breaking down the chapters with each individual groups, guys. That's the way to look at it. You know what I'm saying? Because what I deal with, a white person can't understand. And you want to know something? There's stuff that you white men deal with that I can't understand. It's not a one-way street. So that's why we got to break now. But at the end of the day, you are right, though. As men, we do a problem that these women, these banshees really got us on here. But when it comes down to some of these finer points, there needs to be a separation of state. Okay. Shauna's like, if Dave liked the chick, who cares what she looked like? People's opinion shouldn't hold that much weight. Everybody's individual, Shauna. Everybody gonna say what they say. For you, the Manosphere has a skin tone. For me, it doesn't. Well, Jurgen, unfortunately, it does have a skin tone. Just look at the content, brother. Just look at the content. You can rock with all of us here, but just look at the content. Just look at what we're dealing with. I hear you. She comes from a business-minded family. It's a business. I hear you. Don't ask me. So I'm in the Tanosphere? I ain't say all that, brother. What's going on, Larry? How you doing, man? Straight Panther in the building. What's going on, Straight Panther? Pearl Lawrence. Y'all killing me here. Kenny's like, white men who date sisters can relate to our struggles. There we go. That's what I was looking for. I saw that and I missed it. There you go, Kenny. That's the bigger thing. That's the bigger thing. Hey, guys, And for the white brothers in my crowd here, as much as we men have issues and we know y'all have problems, y'all white women, just look at the marriage rates here. At least y'all white women want to get married to y'all. If we look at the marriage rates, white women are the second lowest, right? But who's the lowest? Black women. Black women get married at a 26% clip. White women are the next, at depending on what poll you're looking at, whatever, I go by the CDC, between 52 to 54%, almost double. You know what I'm saying? So for the white people out here, for your white guys out here, if y'all date only sisters, if y'all only date black women, then y'all can come on in. Y'all can, you can't say certain words, but come on in if you don't date with white bread, all right? If you only deal with number sisters here, that is the defining line what Kenny says here. That is a hard breakdown here, because at least we all got problems with women, but 26% compared to 52 to 54%. And don't let me get into any other numbers. Hey, man, come on, man. That's the biggest one there. So for my white guys out here, if y'all ain't dealing with black women, y'all my peoples, but y'all might want to fall back just a little bit. Just a little bit. Shauna's like, true on black and white lies. It is society and classism. We are still all human when it comes down to it. Okay, guys, let's get to the video, guys. We got Coach Greg Adams. He brought Pearl on the screen here. He brought Pearl up, and he was like, yo, we're going to have a conversation. We're going to talk about you all over the place. Here's the thing, though. Pearl's making the rounds. You know what I'm saying? She was supposed to go to Dubai for Andrew Tate, and she said that didn't go through. So she had, Andrew Tate and Brittany Renner came through, and for that missed trip, said she was out like 10,000. She's spending money, guys. She didn't go to Dubai. She said she was out 10 G's for that trip, right? The fact that she did that Andrew Tate interview that got 1 million views and then got demonetized. You know what I mean? She's all over the place. She was on No Jumper podcast with Adam 22. I don't know if you guys seen that one. She was on there this week. You know what I'm saying? We saw her on Valuetainment with Hafiz, and her was on there. And you want to know something? I had thought about doing that reaction. I had to do that stream. You know what happened? I said, I ain't really feeling this, because I told y'all that I didn't want to mess with Hafiz, that blue pack. Unless it was something significant, it was something huge that was going on, then we'll cover him. But all looked like it was round 2, right? And then what happened was I was waiting and I was tired, but I saw the lead attorney do the reaction to it. I was okay, lead attorney's jumping on this one. Let me see what you're talking about. Anyone know something, guys? What's going on in Rodriguez's life? The lead attorney didn't even finish the whole damn video. He was like, oh my God, this is boring as hell. We didn't need Hafiz and Pearl at it again. We could have left that back in October. So when I was watching, I was like, yo, look how boring this is. I ain't touching this one. We're going to see what Coach Greg Adams is going to talk to her about here. Some people thought that Coach Greg Adams, CGA, shout out to Coach, they thought he may have been light on her. Some people thought that, he asked the right questions. I'm going to let y'all decide on this one here. I'm going to let y'all decide this one here. Let me pull this. I'm going to pull the video up now, guys. Let's pull the video up. Let me see what y'all saying here. Hold on. Theo's like, I saw her talk to JR Wisdom. He's only at 80K subs. I'm pretty sure she called him the Thon once a few months ago, and she be all over the place. Yeah, I saw JR Wisdom had posted that. I didn't see the video, though, but I saw that he had linked up with her. Well, most men control the narrative of marriages since it's usually the guy who proposes, so can't blame chicks for that. Wrong, Shauna. Wrong, because you know what's going on? Women break up with men before they even have a chance to propose. We may control access to marriage, but the woman's got to be there to propose to. The woman's got to be there to propose to, Shauna. You can't put that. That's the problem. You put things straight on men. And then the high divorce rates. Who initiates divorces, Shauna? 70% of divorces are initiated by the women. So even when we want to marry y'all leaving us. And y'all walking out, we don't file. Y'all filing at a 7 out of 10 clip. Y'all think you can get better. I'm not gonna go in on that part here. I gotta get to this video, Shauna. But y'all leaving. Y'all don't want marriage. And then when it comes to it, that you want it is when the wall is hit, and then you wonder where all the good men are at. And it's like, yo, we were here a long time ago. Y'all left us. You felt that you can do better. Shout out to Theo. Do better podcast. That's a whole other conversation, Shauna. But that's very simple though. Okay, guys. All right, we got Greg Adams here, guys. We got Pearly. Let's get this conversation because Coach Greg Adams asked some good questions in this here. I don't know if you guys saw this or not. I know some people saw it and want to question why I put verse on here. They're talking. It's a verse, one-on-one. So if you want to get technical, the reason why I said verse because it's one-on-one. You're having a conversation one-on-one. I can do verse with anything. A versus is one-on-one. It could be a debate. It could be a conversation. But a versus means one-on-one if you really want me to get technical about it. So let's let Coach Greg Adams cook. If you guys haven't seen it, this is a good discussion here, and we can get a better idea of what Pearl thinks here. Some of y'all might think she may be lying. Some of y'all may rock with her. But let's get into it, guys. Let's do this here. You know. You said, nope, not taking the L on marriage. You're going to have to take the L on Shauna, 26%. 26% of women are married, Shauna. And men want to be married. Y'all don't want us. And when y'all want us, it's when it's too late. You want to know why I said, Shauna? I can count 4 different women who I dated in my past who are feeling that burn right now. I wanted their asses so bad and wanted to marry them in my early to mid 20s. And these girls wanted to ride the carousel. They were out here in these streets. And you want to know something, Shauna? Turned 35 when the clock was ticking. Guess who kept coming through my phone saying, hey, big head. I was like, you better get your old ass away from me now. I wanted you when you was 25, not when you 35 with 1 or 2 kids and you've been ran through. Nah, Shauna, I can give you more examples. I know I'm just one. You can say that's an anomaly, or it's just the one. I'm not an anomaly because most guys here can say the same thing, probably, right? But I'm just gonna keep it a buck. I use myself as an example because I'm an open book here on YouTube, and I'm just gonna keep it a buck here. The women in my 20s, and if you see the pictures, there's some of these women who I wanted to marry, they were good looking. What's going on, Quick? They were bad. These were some baddies. And you know what came down to it? These girls were allergic to the L word in their 20s. They were allergic to commitment in their 20s. They wanted 4 or 5 dudes. They didn't want just one, that dude, or the young Dave, things of that nature. But you want to know something? It got different when they turned to 30. Then they want me all to themselves. Then they wanted to kick it. Then they wanted to act feminine. Fuck that. I remember the past, Shauna. I'm just thinking about 4 off the top of my head. There's a lot more girls in my 20s that I was like, yo, I'm ready to settle down. And these girls want to be in the streets, Shauna. You know them girls want to be in the streets in their 20s. And then when they get 30, they want to settle down with their high body numbers and all the stuff they ran through. Hot girl summer for real, Clifton. Hot girl summer. Yo Gotti and Angela Simmons. Facts, Ellis. That could have been me. Thank God I turned 30. You ain't gonna see me do a Yo Gotti. Nah, I ain't gonna be lusting over Angela Simmons like that for all these years. And then she gives it to me after she went through and tried to talk to other like 5 or 6 other industry dudes. I ain't the case, man. You ain't gonna get me on this one here. They could. Hey, no lie. I had an ex who I dated over 17 years ago. Hit me up this past summer. She was coming in town to Chicago. I didn't fly her out. She flew herself on her own. Here to see family, guys. Still reaching out to her brother. She knows she messed up. I wanted to marry her hardcore. And all she was worried about was Florida. She in Florida now with no damn man. What good is living in Florida if you ain't got no man to enjoy it with? Now she 42 years old, single, no kids. Still looking for a man. That's what happens. Nah, Sean, it don't work that way. You guys don't want is at an age. Wait, men have been. No, sorry, Shauna. Too many men here are going to dispute you here. In my 20s, I guarantee you, every single man here, Shauna, in their 20s, had women they wanted to be with, and all the women were just not with it, Shauna. Y'all don't want to. I mean, just some girls want to get down in their 20s, but y'all, hot girl summer's real. Hot girl summer is real. And when y'all in your hot girl summer phase, y'all ain't checking for marriage or love. Y'all checking on what makes you feel good. All right, guys, let's get to Coach Greg Adams now. Let's hear about Pearl, the Manosphere, her thought process, and Coach has the authority to ask very, very good questions. Coach has been in this space for years. So if there's anybody that can question or push back on Pearl, it's Coach here. So shout out to Coach Greg Adams. Let's get into it, guys. Let's play along with y'all long enough. It's been a good conversation this last hour and change here. But let's get into the video while you saw the thumbnail here. So let's get into it and let's see what they're saying here. Let's go.
Wait a minute. I got to get you up here bigger. Just like that. Pearl Things is in the building. She goes by Pearl, last name Things, as far as I remember. She is in here. Let me go ahead and test your audio out. Give us an indication that your audio works. We got Pearl Things in here. What's going on, Pearl?
What's going on? Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you very well. All right. So first and foremost, are you back home or are you still on the East Coast?
I'm in New Orleans right now. I had to get a new passport because mine expired.
So you're traveling on an expired passport?
Well, no, not anymore. Now I have a new passport. You have to go to like passport centers and get them in a day.
Yeah, I was gonna say that probably cost you probably $360.
It's about exactly what it costs me.
Yeah, see, all these people say that I don't travel. I know my information. If you want a passport in an emergency, it's gonna cost you double.
Yeah, it was very expensive.
Okay, so check this out. We got a lot of people in here. The simps are in here. The people who want to hump your leg are in here. They're. Hold on for a second. I gotta play my sound effect.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
They starving for you. How do you deal with the starving fanatics in the Red Pill?
How do I deal with them?
Yeah, I mean, you got a lot of fans that like you.
Oh, I mean, normally, I don't know. I mean, I don't really play too much into like the simpy comments too much. I just kind of.
Oh, really quick?
You do your thing. Did you catch my show yesterday? I see you text me. Thank God you don't have a check mark next to your channel, so they blocked you on my own show.
Oh my gosh, I know. I was like messaging, and then I'm like, did they block me?
They blocked you.
I was blocked.
Hey, man, Coach Gang don't play over here.
Wow.
And then they said the people I caught it in there. They said you text me, and then I did see the text messages. So I was like, that confirms that it's really you.
I hear you.
Let's get to the point. Did you see my response to? I tried to respond to your video. I could not make it.
I saw a bit, and I wanted to give you some context. So. You were my first choice to be on that panel with me. I asked for you to come on.
Hold on.
Oh, wow.
I have to interrupt you.
Yeah.
CGA's the deal over here, we tell people. Okay, go ahead. I want to interrupt.
So what I wanted to do was originally do a panel with me, you, Hafiz, and the lead attorney. But I knew it wasn't too even, so I was like, maybe we could add Rustlin or something, whatever that guy's name is.
I don't know him.
Another like Jesus Bible, I don't know. Sort of part of YouTube. Anyways,
I'm pausing here because the guy she's talking about is Ruslan was actually on lead attorney's channel the other night. And the lead attorney talked to this man. It was like 1 or 2 a.m. late that they have had this conversation. It was like one of his 5-hour live streams on this. I think it was yesterday's live stream and the day before last. I think the day before last, right? And he is a Jesus freak. Hey, shout out to you if y'all love God and everything like that, right? It's all good. You know, religion changed y'all life and made y'all for the better, right? When I say Jesus freak, I say the ones that talk so much about religion and God that even when you tell them that you don't rock with religion and Jesus, they'll still talk about it anyway, that you just don't really want to talk to them and holler at them. And I know I'm going to turn some people up by saying this here, but he's one of them kind of guys, right? Yeah, religious simps here, right, Kenny? You know, but, you know, so he was on the other night. And so he's out there. Like, he's one of those guys that will read the book by the numbers, but is not able to translate or understand what he was reading because lead attorney was going in for so long. It's like, you just don't understand what you're reading here. You know, in a sense, he read some stats and were blaming men for why men were not going after to get custody of their kids more often. And the lead attorney was just breaking it down. It's like, hey, look, men are not going after custody because when they talk to lawyers like me and we look at the case here, we know that you're not going to win this case, or you possibly could win, but how much money do you have here to actually win this case here? Because he was trying to break down the numbers of how when guys actually fight for their kids and take it to the judge here, they get the kids at 90% clip. But Lee was like, yeah, but I'm a divorce attorney. I've been there. You don't understand the numbers. How many men can afford to even get in front of the judge before that happens? And the reason why I can say this here, because my family here, we have full custody of my nieces and my nephew. And that only worked out because we spent over $100,000 in lawyer fees and the mother was on some ish. If we didn't have the 100,000, those kids would be with their mama right now, even though that she ain't ish. And we ain't talking about the ain't ish crew. So just want y'all to understand this here from a personal standpoint when we're talking, when we say about religious symptom, this guy, Ruslan, if this guy comes back up, or if you guys are wondering what I'm thinking here, he was on Lead Attorney's channel the other night, and wow, he, like, even when you explain it to him, he still wants to blame men to a degree, because he's like, I seen 2 guys who got custody of their kids. How come all men can't do this here? Blaming men when a lawyer of 20 years is explaining to him why it doesn't work out that way. When men, or even women, but in this case here, a guy here who don't want to listen to experts here. That's who she's talking about here. And he has a decent channel. I haven't watched much of his videos, but he gets a lot of views, but that's what she's talking about. So I just want to give you guys some level set here on that one. Let's continue.
Yeah, and what Hafiz was like, oh, this is only between me and Pearl. Like, I just want Pearl. And I thought the lead attorney was going to be on the side. And like, because what I wanted was someone that could give more like personal experience, just because I'd never been divorced. But I didn't know that until I basically like got there. So I just wanted to give that context too.
That's common of them. And I'm not diminishing what they do over there. Valuetainment, they're providing a platform for people to talk. But they tend to not tell you what's going on all the way until you get there.
And I don't think it was intentional. Like, I think it was, they planned on having lead on, but Hafiz was kind of making a big deal of it. So, or something. I don't know. I don't want to like say what happened. I'm just saying from my point of view, I thought he was going to be there.
Okay. So you thought you'd have lead attorney to even cover that. So, okay. So you went into the debate. Do you think this was a debate? I don't think it was a debate.
No,
I think it was a debate either, guys.
No.
You don't think it was a debate? I don't think there was a debate, and that's basically was my position. I believe that for people believe you shouldn't be representing men in the space and providing that sort of commentary. I agree. I'm like, and I even talked to you about this when we did our stream over here. I'm like, I don't think the face of the red pill should be a woman. It should be men, and most likely a man that has experienced these things. And I think if Hafiz looked at you as representing the opposite side of the argument, his opposing argument as, okay, Pearlie's going to stand in and represent red pill men. I think either somebody made a mistake where it's either Hafiz or you or Adam. I'm
going to pause that here. Hafiz, because Hafiz wants to claim that he knows the red pill community, but we saw the conversation that he had with Coach Greg Adams 2 months ago in October when they both were on Valuetainment, and then also when Hafiz and Pearl had their one-on-one back in October after the fact. Well, that same week, if I remember correctly, I think Pearl said that it was recorded like a day later, but she didn't see the Valuetainment video before it happened, right? So I agree with Coach Greg Adams, right, on this here. Pearl is not the face of the Manosphere, and no one should assume that she's the face of the Manosphere, and she should not have any talking points that would make anybody think that she is the face of this Manosphere. Whether we earlier, and there's a reason why I had this conversation earlier, guys, about the white Manosphere and the black Manosphere, right? You can say the Manosphere all together, but where is her content lying? We see her in the black spaces here, right? So as we get into it here, I agree with Coach Greg Adams. She should not be the face, or anybody think that she is the face of the Manosphere. And that's the problem when we bring Hafiz in these conversations here, because he convolutes so many things where that he'll be semi-right, but just because you're semi-right and then you add the bit of wrong that it seems like he don't understand, or he's using the wrong to drive his point home. That is the problem here with that here. Because Hafiz, if he actually thinks that, then once again, he's wrong about red pill content, because I don't want to do a complete recap, but we remember all the things he was saying. He was talking to Pearl, if you guys saw that, or what he was saying to Coach Greg Adams. And Coach Greg Adams even admitted why he was quiet so long when they both were on that Valuetainment segment a couple months ago. So knowing this here, I agree with Coach here. I'm going to see what she's going to say here now, and I don't know what you guys think here, but this is not a debate. She should not be the face. We understand that she's in the space here, but when Kevin Samuel was alive, We knew everybody, people hated Kevin Samuels when he saw his extension, but when it came down to it, everybody bowed down to Kevin Samuels because he was the rightful person to be front in charge of the movement. Or you want to say that if you want to quote somebody or if you want to comment about somebody, you go to Kevin Samuels when he was around here. You know, other people should be that vernacular a person we want to go to. Hell, like Dennis Sperling. I love watching his content. He's on a whole different level than Kevin Samuels was. If you want to talk about black issues with the black men, go holler at Dennis Sperling for crying out loud. Or like I said, the lead attorney he's over 200,000 subs right now. If you want to put lead in that, but he doesn't really consider himself complete red pill because he kind of considers himself a little purple pill because he wants to get married, you know? So these are the things. But if anybody confuses that, and like Hafiz is, once again, Hafiz is part of the problem. And another reason why I didn't want to cover that video, because once again, it was freaking boring. Let's continue, guys.
I think it's unfair to put you as the face of speaking for men.
Happy New Year, Kang.
Because there's just no context there. There's no experience.
No, I agree with you. That's why I really wanted you on the panel. Like, I was actually really bummed they wouldn't, like, Saucecast was all for it. Like, Saucecast, when you said, like, Saucecast wouldn't let you back. No, they would let you back. It was Hafiz.
It was Hafiz. Okay.
Yeah, he didn't want it. I really thought it was going to be me and the lead attorney. But yeah, and then it was kind of last minute.
Hold on. Let me hold that thought here. I'm just getting caught up here in the questions here. I see my man says, Dave, explain that point. Why shouldn't she be the face of the red pill? I didn't know she was. She's not the face. I was saying there. Let me clarify. She's not the face. Many people think she's the face, guys. Just want to put that out there. She's not the face. But when you see her subscriber count, you see her views, you see her show, you see the clips. All right. If you're on YouTube and you're in this algorithm, you can't get away from her. So you will see so much content. And then, of course, she's all over the place. So the average person who's not initiated in this here will think that she's the new leader or she's one of the top dogs of this here. And I just want to point out that no woman should ever be a top dog, or I would never consider them a top dog in the manosphere, let alone that you're not going to have a man be in charge if there was a woman's sphere. You know what I'm saying? Because once again, we'll have women tripping saying, see, men taking over everything again. So the same thing here. No woman should ever be the head of something that deals with men's issues. Okay. She can be an ally. Guys, we can have allies, but you cannot be in the room. Like when I say in the room, you're not in the round table. Like, Knights of the Round Table, you ain't one of the Knights of the Round Table. I'm sorry. I don't care how big the channel is. A woman can't have a foot at the table when it comes to men trying to get what's right with each other's men here. And we're talking about the issues when it comes to women as well. Now let's continue, guys.
I didn't want to make it a big deal. So it was kind of, I don't know. Okay.
So at this point, you're about to hit 1 million. If you haven't hit 1 million yet, you're about to hit 1 million subscribers. Obviously, people, that takes a lot of weight. That's a lot of weight. That carries a lot of weight. So what you're going to experience here is a lot of people are going to revolt against you.
Yeah, that's already started.
Earlier supporters are now going to come against you and be like, what the hell is this? Because the experience is the men like me, men like some other people, you're saying the same thing we've said, and we're getting shut down and demonetized, and you're rising.
Facts.
So a lot of people are like, what the hell is going on? What is the meaning behind this?
Hold, before we get to that here, that is a fact here. If you guys are wondering, YouTube's a really, really funny space when you're a content creator, because there is a reason why I haven't covered so many videos, so many other people yet. And you want to know why? When I do cover these things, I get demonetized. You know, when I do so many Kendra videos, of course, it falls in line to the talking points I'm using and I'm doing. And these women I do's reaction videos are, when I do pick them, they serve a point and purpose to the drive and the subject line I want to drive home. So I'm using those women there, but they drive a bigger purpose when I use Kendra, right? But the irony is that when I go elsewhere, and if I even talk about them, YouTube sees a man, or they know this is a man's channel, and they strike them down. They get demonetized. I go ahead and fight it out, and then they still says, no, we double down. You ain't getting this love, Dave. So if you guys wondering why I don't do certain content, it's because I don't feel like not making any money off of it. I don't do this for free. Guys, let me just be honest with you. And people want to get mad at it, say, oh, you're monetized, you make money off it. Here's the thing. You don't do nothing for free. If you're good at something, you get paid for it, right? And Pearl got all this content, say all these things, and then, of course, and they have a panel of people talking about a lot of joints here, right? I just do a reaction video, and it gets struck down. And then what happens when that happens to me, then it's like a cascade effect where that if I don't pay attention to my content and I gotta go look at older content, then they'll go ahead and strike that down later. YouTube's a funny thing. Like you could have a video that's been cooking for 3 months and out of nowhere, demonetized, whether someone reported it or whatever the case may be. But like Coach said, she's killing it. And I mean, outside of the Andrew Tate video, because it's Andrew Tate, so if you do some stuff on him like you demonetize, how often is she demonetized? I don't think so. She lost 10,000, didn't go to Dubai. I don't know about you, but you would hear me screaming to the mountaintops in the live stream saying, I just wasted 10 G's. You hear me complain about that $10 super chat to Don Lexi and how I'm pissed off about that, let alone if I lost 10,000. Hey, man, come on. But she's killing it on YouTube. She ain't getting demonetized as much as male content creators because when I look at my channel or I've reached out to Anton Daniels, and this time last year, he's a mentor. I reached out to him for coaching lessons for my career. Him and other black content creators. Even the lead attorney will talk about how his videos get demonetized. Okay? Hey guys, us men, if we even keep a clean video, no cursing, we're using different words or adjectives so that we don't get those certain words get struck down. Like, when we talk about grape juice, you know what I mean when I say it like that, right? And it don't matter at times. It don't matter at times. YouTube's going to find a way to mess with guys, but the women content creators, I bet you look at their background, they don't have as many demonetized videos as men do talk about the same things. Quick, yeah, I bet he did. Quick. Now let's continue.
We got some conspiracies going on. Is there any conspiracies you want to reveal? We talk conspiracies over here.
No. Conspiracies.
Are you an industry plant?
I've heard this one before.
Is that like
industry plant?
Are you working for the ops? People.
Oh, some people thought I was deep state. I've heard that one because my dad's rich, and I was like, if we're deep state, I've not been told about these meetings, so I don't know.
Okay.
So as far as I know, I'm not deep state. So.
She's not a part of the CIA, y'all. Hold on for a second.
New world order.
Okay. All right. What did you think of otherwise the treatment that you're getting in the space now? You're doing tours. I think you were with. I can't remember. I'm bad with names.
I think a lot of criticism from the space has been valid. I think there's some things that I need to get better at when it comes to debate. Like I definitely do. I don't really have any complaints. I've never tried to be say I know everything in the space. I never tried to take people's ideas and not give them credit. I'd say the reason I've grown so fast is because I've posted 5,000 times, and a lot of people don't really look at that. But
I was just saying
that. I mean, some of I think
before Coach gets in, I touched on that. YouTube is going to find favor in the content creators who are not only posting regularly, but posting religiously. And if the people are actually watching it, it's getting decent views, then the YouTube is going to push it even more. She already had a decent following before that. But now, like I said, you'll see anywhere from 5 to 10 videos a day across all her videos. Across all her channels. So that helps out too, guys. For anybody that want to be a content creator, you trying to be in YouTube, let me give you guys a piece of advice. You cannot do one video a week. If you're gonna do a live stream show, it's like this is a lesson I learned when I was coming up here with my fellas. We had a live stream show. We only do on Wednesdays at 8 p.m. once a week. You cannot grow dropping content once a week. YouTube don't like you. But you know what though? Pearl dropped it. She probably got 3 videos that dropped in this last 2 hours alone since I've been doing this live stream here, guys. So if you really want to be popular and successful, it's not only about dropping content every day. Well, YouTube says that you need to drop at least 1 video every 72 hours. Minimum 1 video every 72 hours or live stream once every 72 hours. But if you're dropping content every day, YouTube loves you. And if you're dropping content every day and people are watching it too, then YouTube is really going to push it out. But then you go ahead and drop 2 or 3 videos minimum every day. Hey, YouTube is going to they're gonna push your stuff hard. If your content is good, then it's gonna take it to the next level. For real. Vince is like, I could do one every 4 months. God dizzle, Vince. And you know what though? I can't do it now because of my work schedule. But if you guys see my content in my channel from the first 3 months or so, after the first 2 weeks, I was dropping 2 videos every single day. And you know what happened when I was doing that? And even though like this is my first videos, but they're kind of crappy because your first 100 videos gonna be crappy. But if your content is good and people are rocking with you, that's how I was getting 3,000 subs a month because I was dropping 2 videos a day. I just don't have the time to do that. If I can get back to the point of dropping multiple pieces of video every single day, oh, I'm not gonna be at Pearl's 1 million, but I'll get a nice little tick. You know what I'm saying? So Theo's like minimum 3 times a week, minimum. Man, that's it. That's a hard one. If you're brand new, Theo, 3 a week is not even good enough. I think if you're a brand new content creator, you should drop something every single day. If you're a brand spanking new and trying to get your foot off the ground, you have to drop every day. And then at that point, then you kind of figure out your schedule as you go. But like she said here, she blew up because if you go to her channel right now, just look at how many videos is there. And we're not even looking at the shorts. I really don't consider shorts because you're not really getting paid off, but it helps for your algorithm to push for subscribers. But guys, she drops tons of content. She is consistent and it's coming every single day. You know what I'm saying? Do the short videos count? I mean, they count the push, but you're not getting paid off them till this month. This month, early next month, you get paid off. But YouTube likes it because you're dropping content. You know, so if you don't drop content, YouTube ain't gonna love you as much, guys. Pearl's killing the game, and all it took was common sense. Hey, shout out to my man Lorenzo here with the $5 holler here. What you got, Lorenzo? Dave, I think you should take the crown, become king of the North, and move this wannabe looking Sansa Stark out the way. Game of Thrones forever. Hey, you know I rock a Game of Thrones. Hey, you know I rock a Game of Thrones, Lorenzo. Hey, first thing first, brother. Salud. Thank you for the holler, like other content creators showing love. Let me showing love here. Hey, man. I don't want that crown right now. You know what? I ain't ready for it yet. I'll be honest with you. Even if I wanted the crown right now, I ain't ready for the crown right now. Likes up. Thank you, Clifton. Hit that like button, guys. Show some love, man. Hit the like button here. I'm just gonna keep it a buck, guys. Even if I wanted to be the top dog, let's say if I've been on YouTube for 3 or 4 years right now, right? I've been pushing content. I've been doing the Just Pearly things here, dropping 2 or 3 pieces of video today. I'm dropping clips, I'm dropping reaction videos. The live streams are going 3 or 4 times a week. You know, we growing the Ain't-ish crew. We building this thing here, right? I'll tell you, if I'm still where I'm at right now, a couple years and this is going on, I'll tell you, I ain't ready for it because that's a whole nother level of scrutiny that I'm still trying to get my weight up on. Can I handle it? Yeah, I can. But I like to build this a little bit slowly and surely here. So for anybody that want to put my name in that hat, it's all good. Just knowing that I don't want it right now. Don't want it. You know what I mean? Let me be me for a second. Let me be little that dude. Let me just grow up to it. Let me get to that point. Then if we get close, if I decide to say, hey, you know what? It's time to put my dick on the table and say, all right, now who want to wrestle with the big dog? Until that point here, just let me live, people. Just let me live. Let's just be under the radar for a second. You know what I'm saying? All right, guys. Thanks, Lorenzo. Again, I appreciate that holler, man. Let's get back to the video.
You've beat one of the algorithms is multiple postings in a particular hour.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And many people will do only 1 post a day.
Right.
And
70.
And you do a lot more, including this and that. And there's a lot of investment that you're making in there. There's a lot of things that pro and con people are not recognizing. However, there is a sense that men are getting the message pushed backwards, and particularly Black men, that they're pedestalizing you. They're pushing you forward. And then other women, content creators, aren't getting that same push, or even the men. You got a response to that?
I mean, I understand that, and I understand the criticism. It's just more like, what am I supposed to do, I guess? I've always tried to help people as much as I can in the space. I've even offered, like, a lot of people I've had one-on-ones with my manager. But I mean, I try to be as accurate as I can. I try to bring in people on my channel that know what they're talking about. My question is how, like, what do they want me to do?
So yeah, what did they want you? Okay, so what suggestions have you heard? Stop posting? Stop going on events. Stop debating. Stop doing. So,
Um,
from your
I-
position, you're saying, what am I supposed to do? Stop doing what?
Say
Like,
that again.
from your position, you're saying, okay, people are doing a criticism. Your adjustment is what? Bringing other, like you're appearing on my show.
Mhm,
You've interviewed me. You've
mhm,
interviewed other content creators. So you're saying you're reaching out to the people who are supposed to know,
mhm.
and you just experienced a growth. So you're saying what your response is, okay, you know, you're getting some fight back. What am I supposed to do? What are they suggesting that you do to make a correction?
Nothing. It's usually
Nothing.
just criticisms.
Just
Um,
criticism.
Yeah, I mean, I think some people have had valid points where they say that there's certain things I need to be better versed on, and I agree.
Yeah.
So that's
Accountability
something
here.
I'm gonna work on in the next couple months.
Mm.
But yeah, outside of that, it's like what.
So who do you see? So at this point, who do you see yourself as? What do you see your role in the red pill? This is the criticism. I think it's a mistake to have you debating.
Mhm.
That's not where we need to put you. I said
Mhm.
moderating, interviewing, these things are great. All right,
Mhm.
because then it puts you in a perspective of you're allowing other people to talk, and you can give them a
Mhm.
piece of the red pill without you claiming it as your own. You can just say, this person said this, Angry Man said that, CGA said this, Rolo said that. Then you can attribute where it goes,
Mhm.
and that's a safe place for you, because then it debunks you're just bringing up your own talking points. Where do you see your place in
I've
this?
always
Before she answers that, I think that is a good assessment for CGA to say here. I think that is a damn good assessment. We're going to see how she's going to respond to that here, guys. But moderating should be where she's at here. And if she's moderating, that is not too much of a change for her to do. She can still have the same panels of groups that she has there. Of course, we know her panels are predominantly black. All we got to do is just go to her channel right now. I can pull any video up, and we're going to see predominantly black men and predominantly black women on here. But being the moderator, driving the show, asking the follow-up questions, then picking up what other people said, and then having people go at it back and forth like that. If you want to say someone who's driving the bus, that is a good assessment that CGA pointed out here that she should be doing. Okay. And what we got here, and anyone believe me or not here, it seems like how Pearly is in the space here, especially in the black manosphere, because she's not on the white side. Right, you see those content creators, and she's not over there. She was the videos come on this side, and she's over here. It's kind of like the Eminem effect. You let the one white boy in, and the white boy's cold, so then everybody start giving the honorary black pass, it's he black undercover, I'm saying he really a black dude, and he ain't black, just people co-sign because they know that this person is looking at differently than him being white and how they look at us and things of that nature, it's kind of like the Eminem effect for her. But yeah, moderating, I think is the best thing here. Not giving her own viewpoints, because what we're going to have here, if this doesn't change, is a woman telling all men what they should be doing, which is not what we're going to go for here in the manosphere. She should be talking to women and telling them how they're messed up, what she is doing, but in a moderation play. I agree with that here. Let's see what she's going to say here. But before I do, let me get the Clifton. He coming here with the $5 holler here saying, I have to say it again. Pearl reminds me of Sissy Spacek from the movie Carrie. Ooh. Not Carrie Clifton. Not Carrie Clifton. Hey, brother. Hey, Salud. Thank you for the holler, man. I appreciate like other content creators be showing love here. Carrie? God, listen, now you try. I had to dig up my memory for a second now. Man. Ooh. Lord have mercy, brother. Shout you out, man. Why we got to go to Carrie? You ain't ish either, Clifton. You ain't ish. Hey, what's going on, T. Lee? What's going on? What's going on, 700? How you doing? Yeah. Jimmy Howard's like, Angry Man is next to 200K. Hey, Angry Man hitting it. Angry Man getting it out of nowhere. Angry Man's all up in my feed now. And I know about Angry Man out of nowhere. He's in my feed now. His short game's all over my place, man. Runs like no pros like Sansa Stark. Y'all go on the Game of Thrones here, man. Sansa Stark looks better, says Pooh Man. There will never be another KS. No, there will never be another KS, Terrell. KS was a 1 in a million, 1 in a billion. You know what I'm saying? He left us too soon. Terrence like had to double check. Only 8 likes. You talking about 8 likes, guys? Hold on. Y'all can't tell me y'all playing like that here, guys. Hold on. We can't have that little likes. 81 likes, 87 in the building. Okay, guys. Where y'all 6 others at? Hit the like button. Yeah. And the angry man would not be able to handle the crown. He does come out of his comfort zone. He would have to deal with guests in front of him and not on a Zoom call. Oh, I hear you, Lorenzo. I hear. Hey, what's going on, Mona? How you doing? We got Mona in the house here. Shout you out, Mona. Okay, guys. Javon, they all gonna laugh at you. Yeah, right. It's like Pearl has a wife school channel that teaches women how to be wifey material. Yeah, I did see her talking about that. I've not seen any content on that yet, Rodriguez, but I know she's been talking about that for a long time. Yep. He blew up on shorts. He's closing on 300K, says Theo. Yeah, I know, man. His shorts is all over the place, guys. Okay, let's get back to what she's going to say here regarding what CJ had mentioned about moderation, being a moderator.
I've always seen myself as red pilling women. That's like what that's what blew up my channel. A lot of people think it was the show. It wasn't the show. I had a series called I Red Pilled My Friend for the first time. And it was just me, like, it was literally us reacting to content.
Right.
So that's always what I've seen it as, is like explaining the red pill in a way that makes it like more palatable for women to listen to. I guess like it just kind of, to me, it's like explaining to the women where the men are coming from.
I can rock with that.
What is since you said that, I can see that, and I think you
wait before Coach get it. I can see that too as well. If her whole plan is to red pill women, hey guys, we can't be mad at her for that. Says about her previous show. If her process is, I want to red pill women, just the way I was red pilled, because she talked about how she said that she was kind of red pilled in real time when she was doing these reaction videos in the past when she first got started as a TikToker and then moved to YouTube. And then she just slowly but surely just morphed into now how she moves now. I can rock. Do you guys rock with that, guys? Not her being the face of men when everybody sees her channel and see her views and thinking that she's the Don. You know, the Dom, D-O-M, the Dom Bell, you know, or, you know, she's over here reaching out to women, have these conversations with women, and red pilling these women. These are not what men want, because we know what men want, because these are the men on my channel here. These are the men on my panels here. I can rock with that. I can agree with that. What about you guys? Are you guys agree with that? If she is going after women and saying, hey, these women need to be red pilled, and I'll do it one at a time. Red pill for redheads, says Renee. Kenny's like, I can rock with that. Yeah. So if you've seen a clip where Pearl was attacking by the whales, YouTube gold. Yeah. And here's the thing too. She got kicked off of TikTok because the whales comment. There's a reason why I have not joined TikTok, guys, because I'm seeing so many content creators get kicked off of TikTok. If the big dog's getting kicked off of TikTok, I don't know. I mean, I shouldn't base it like that. I barely have any time it is, but if they're getting kicked off, you know, I'll get kicked off. But she got kicked off because she was comparing women to whales. And then she was like, well, whales are majestic creatures. If anything, the whales should be mad that I'm comparing them to these big ass women. So if anything, I ain't mad at her for that one. I ain't mad at her on that one. But let's continue here. I like that. Let me see what Coach CJ is going to say with this here.
think you went on. What is the channel? Is it Viral? You went on a recent video. I can't remember the name of the channel, but there were some feminists in there.
Vice.
I can never remember. I don't have names. I call it Vibe. So you went on Vice. You debated some feminists. Sydney.
I'm sorry, I'm stopping so fast here. There's videos that's been in clips right now. If you guys don't know, there's a channel called Vice or Viceland, and she's on a panel with about like 8 other women who are feminists who are talking all kinds of circles and all kinds of crazy jankiness here, right? So this is what CJ is bringing up here, the channel Vice on Viceland, when she's having these conversations with women on women's problems and they never can stay on course and can stay on code here. So it was like, I went on her 24-hour live stream and got her to do a freestyle about whales after the attack. Gotta stop trolling. Oh, Lord. Let's continue now.
Sydney Watkins was in there with you. She's known as someone who aligns more with anti-feminism, or at least for men's issues. Sydney's been always on there. Now, you debated them. Do you think that's more of your lane, or where you should be? Or
so much
good question, CJ. Good question.
That was so much fun. They edited out, I will say. Oh my God, they edited that down to like an hour. I don't think that's my main, like, I think occasionally, like here and there, but No, again, I've always seen my role as red pilling women. Like that is always what I've seen, and slash entertainment.
What you said, which I've used something similar, edutainment, and you're
Same
basically admitting you're there purely for the entertainment portions of it only. You're not trying to take credit for anything in
No,
this
these
space.
are not my ideas. These are not my ideas. No.
Okay, and then you're more focused on red pilling women, so appealing to that side of the argument so they can hear you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And just listening to like what men have been saying.
Okay. All right.
I do so many different types of content that it's very hard to like answer these questions sometimes, because like I could think of like 20 pieces of, I've just done a lot of different stuff.
Okay. How far deep have you gone into other creators? I know you know certain creators. I hear you quote them. What about other creators that might believe you're not acknowledging the original people? Do you believe you're not acknowledging?
Before you ask that question here, I like the fact that she's owned up what like CGA is saying, and I say this too as well. I say that I'm edutainment. And I say I borrowed that line from KRS-One. You know, I don't know. I haven't done the homework if someone used edutainment before KRS-One. I just remember being a kid and watching, you know, listening to Boogie Down Productions, watching Yo MTV raps, and then just getting a hold of them and seeing the word edutainment, educate and entertain at the same time, right? That's why I like to look at my channel as edutainment. But if she's saying that I am more on the entertainment side, you know, I can't get mad at that. I can't get mad. And these are the questions that needs to be asked, because you know why? No fault to her own, but she ascended to the top where she's getting all these views and getting all this love here. And you know what though? People are trying to put her in a place like she is the one in charge over all these men here. Like, here's the Manosphere, here's Pearl. If you got a question, go to Pearl. No. It doesn't work that way. She's happened to be in this space who blew up, mainly because when you get someone who's not of it, you know, I'm there and they hit that pocket, they'll blow up. Like I said, I threw the Eminem effect in there. You know, you see how Eminem, the lone white boy, and you know, in D12, you know, in Detroit, and be considered one of the greatest rappers of all time, right? But he often admits, right? Hey, without Big Daddy Kane, without Cool G Rap, without Redman, I ain't here. So I'm thanking Pearl to say that, hey, these are not my words. These are not my ideas. I am here for entertainment. And so these are things that should be and need to be cleared up, because if it doesn't, people gonna take what she's doing the wrong way and move, and then she's really gonna hear the backlash. So this is actually a good thing for her to be on CGA's show here and to actually say that, hey, I'm here for entertainment. I'm here for the women. I'm here to red pill women. I am not trying to go ahead and give diatribes to men. If anything, I want these women to hear men. That's not being the leader. That's being a conscious ally. And I can rock with that. But I don't want anybody saying that she runs the show. No, she doesn't. No. She's just the most popular one. Right? Let's just remember the NBA All-Star game is coming up here. If you guys are NBA fans, just because the fans have a fan vote for the starters that weighs heavily for the NBA starters, then you have the coaches and then the players vote for the reserves, right? But just because the fans vote for a starter doesn't mean that an all-star who's on the bench is not better than that starter. Okay, it's just like he's more popular and got the fanfare and the kids love him, they buy their shoes. Now, they normally get them right, where that you see the most popular ones are the best, but you will see someone who gets voted in who is not the best, and you see someone on the bench who's actually better than that person. And that's what Pro right now. She's the most popular. Doesn't mean that she holds the crown. Not gonna appreciate what she's saying here. Hey, shout out to my man Terrell Key saying the $1.99 will upgrade you to the $2 holler, brother. Just stop by to show some love. Keep going. Hey, brother, thank you. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Hey, first thing first, man. Salud. Thank you for the holler of the content creators be showing love here, man. I appreciate it, man. I'm gonna keep going too, man. Keep listening and keep chiming in. I see comments in the chat here, brother. It's all good. Thank you, man. Thank you. Appreciate you, man. Sean T was like, Carrie shouldn't talk about whales. Swish with my tail. Hell nah. Okay, let me see here. Let me just scroll down here. 7 says, feminism only lives in a vacuum of a comfortable life. That is so true. That is so true. That is so true. Hold on here, guys. She's like a unicorn, says Renee. Can you tell if a baby has Down syndrome in the fetuses? Vince, yeah. They can detect that if the growth of the development of the baby and that what's going to happen. They can see all that stuff before the kid is born, man. You can do DNA tests before the kid's born. Okay, guys, let's get back to the video.
Acknowledging original people that came up with this concept.
Isn't it Rush, Rollo, Royce? And there's like one more. I can't remember. I tried.
Okay, who would you name? I don't know. No, hold on for a second. I got to do a sound effect. Hold on for a second.
Sorry.
You named some people that I didn't know.
Wait a minute.
Sorry, I thought it was the 4 R's. It was like
some people don't get it.
I'm really bad with the names, so I'm probably missing.
Yeah, some of them names are bad with me too. Some of them people I don't even know. Hold up.
Wait a minute. Who are
You mentioned somebody's name. Who was it you mentioned? Who? Anyway, no, I'm just joking. Actually, I'm not joking. Some of them people don't get acknowledged over here because most of these people.
Wait a minute. Who?
But here's what I would.
That was another one I heard.
Here's what I would say for people. Here's what I would say. You had a big ascension, so it was fast. It was skyrocketed, right? And so you associated with a couple of people, but you haven't had time to delve deep into other people who know some of those people as they're nobodies to me. All right, they're nobodies to me. I'm bigger than them. All right, yeah, I be thumping my chest over here. Some people.
Your channel is great. Like your channel is. I think you do a great job.
Hey man, we the king of content over here. We the king of kings. All right, we the king of kings. Some of them people you mentioned, they nothing but candy bars. But anyway,
I don't know all the drama, but beef. I don't
know all the drama.
I don't know what's happened. I don't keep me.
There's no drama.
Hey, before I'll let this cook here for a second. This is great here. If you guys want to really have a conversation about this baby and Down syndrome, shout out to Mike. Y'all keep forgetting that Mike's whole family is in medicine. His family is part of RNs, doctors, leading. Wait, do you got someone who's running a university, Mike? Hey, Mike got schools. Hey, y'all sleepy on Mike got schools. So if y'all got a question about medical items, then go ahead and holler at Mike. Mike is going to give you that answer, like he just put there regarding Down syndrome here. I'll put it on the screen here that he's able to answer that. Mike is going to be able to answer almost any question, and if he can't answer it, he knows who to go to. I own a nursing school, Dave. Yeah, I know. The fact is that you did own one. Yeah, I'm just saying though, if you guys really want to have that conversation, you got some questions, Mike's the one going to put you guys on game. Mike knows the answer, and if Mike don't know the answer, he has comparable doctors in his family that he's one text away and I can give you the answer in less than 2 or 3 minutes outside of Google here, because he's able to get you some answers that Google ain't going to really give you the right answer to. Shout out to Mike here if you guys want to know about that. You know what I mean? So I see Mike came into the chat here. I'm like, oh, perfect timing for you, Mike. They're talking about Down syndrome and babies with disabilities and technology. Hey, Mike can answer that question for you or anything else along with that. So I didn't want to miss that here because we got an expert in here. And that's the way I like to do with my live streams, or way I navigate here. And I'm putting this with Pearl too as well. You see, when we here on YouTube, you need to be an authority figure on the things you're talking about. And talking about authority figure, you are somebody who can explain and articulate a situation. You have some level of experience, and you are able to go head on head with somebody who may have questions with you, right? An authority figure. Mike's an authority figure on medicine. You can go ask him, and you're not going to be led astray. When we're talking about authority figures, that's the problem that we have with Pearl here. Everything that she's saying that Greg is asking, we're trying to see some pushback. If not here, these are the right questions, and she's actually giving the right answers right now, because she is not supposed to be an authority figure in a men's space, but she can be a spectator. And then things that she's saying and won the champion, this is all working out here. I can see that here, but let's see the rest of this conversation goes, and we'll see how the future holds as well. But let's continue, guys. I just want to stop because we got an expert in the house. If you guys are wondering, shout out to Mike.
Drama, you want to stay out of the drama, but here, check this out.
Mm-hmm.
I think some people are looking at it as you're not acknowledging them. Is there a time and space that you can maybe broaden your horizon a little bit and go a little bit deeper? Or do you believe you
Good
have?
question.
No, I'm always trying to improve it, just pearly things. If they give me names of people I need to look into, I'm more than willing to. I'll react to them live on stream.
You react to them
Read it if it's a blog post. Like I'm more than willing.
You down for that. So
yeah, I'm down.
I remember that scrub store, Mike.
What I would say is just as a piece of advice, you're in your earlier growth. I would say less than a year, just understanding what the red pill is.
Yeah.
So you're new. So what I would say is at this point, people believe that you're going up here, you're leaving everybody behind. I know that. I know you personally, so I don't think that's the case. But that's what people are always going to look at because subscribers means a lot to you. But what I will say, it may be time to open up a little bit broader because some of the people who you might have named on your Mount Rushmore are nobodies to people like CGA. All right, we big time over here.
Who should I open up to? Like, give me some names.
So we got some people, man. We got someone in the comment. Let me see something. Let me see if I got some check marks in here. All right, we got Angry Man wants some. Angry Man wants some.
I've heard of
Angry
him.
Man Valdez.
I've heard of him.
You heard of him.
I haven't seen his stuff. I haven't.
Look him up. And there's people like, have you heard of AMS? I think you heard of AMS. Sam.
Yeah, but we're gonna fuck these hoes to sleep.
All right, so you got a basic understanding of these people.
I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, that might be too much for you. You guys got to remember, Pearl got virgin ears right now. She's still a virgin in the red pill space.
Well,
so
I reacted to red pill content for like a year, so a lot of people can see me getting red pilled on camera if they go to my older videos past last year. So it's like 2 years.
And you might be trying to do. This is what I've heard from you, and we've had personal conversations. You're trying to do various forms of content where you're still reacting to content creators and then still doing the interviews. So you're trying to balance that out. And I'm assuming that maybe in the next couple of weeks or months, maybe in the year, you're going to try to bring some of these people to light, react to some of these people, and as we say, put them on. You don't have to be obligated to do so. Like I did put some people on. I will say that I did go back and interview people with smaller fan bases, expose them to many people. And when you have the numbers you're having, there's a kind of an obligation to pay homage to people.
I think I've collabed with so many people in the space.
Yeah, you have. You collabed with me. Name the people you collab with.
I mean, just this week I did. I mean, because some people, I know the Manosphere is different than the red pill, and there's different sectors. So please,
all right,
I'm doing my best. I did JR like just this week.
Before I move on, she's even acknowledging it for everybody in this talking about it's just the Manosphere and this Manosphere. No, guys, she's even acknowledging it. We just can't just throw one blanket. Manosphere, red pill, and one thing that's it. Boom, just throw it on the wall. No, it's not the case, guys. She's acknowledged that. And CGA is acknowledging that too, because he just said the people you're naming your Mount Rushmore, we don't know who they are because you need to come holler at me. And there's other content creators, I don't know who you're even talking about. So, like I said, there's various degrees and sectors. Like I said, there's the white Manosphere, there's the black Manosphere. You want to put the top of the Manosphere all together, then it just breaks down from that standpoint on here, guys. There is levels to it. There's a reason why when we go to stores and they have aisles, and they're breaking down to categories. You see how that works here? The same thing works in life. In different areas we may be associated in here. Just because we move in this one fashion, don't mean there's different various categories of where you may relate to. Here's the thing, guys. I hate the fact that things is broken down the way it's broken down. You got red pill and blue pill, right? And then some ladies came to the space and they say, I'm pink pill because I'm a woman, so you blend it together, but you guys have that. I'm be pink pill here, but I rock with y'all. I see that here. And then I heard Leah Attorney say purple pill, right? You got that going on. And then you got the hardcore mofos who just ain't loving these women. You got the black pill out here, guys. Now, I don't subscribe to all this stuff here. I hate the fact we got these different levels, but that's what happens when you start off with one concept and then people get into it and they start breaking down and give their own interpretations of how they feel about it. So you got a segregation of men who are black pill. You got so many men who are blue pill. You got the men who are red pill. You got the women who want to be these spaces they claim they want to be pink pill. Then you got guys who are in between and call themselves purple pills. All over the place, guys. It's one big ass freaking rainbow. One big old rainbow, guys. One big old rainbow. But that's why I start off my show and earlier in the stream here, and we'll talk about the breaking down here. And I know some of y'all pushing back. I only see one. Nah, y'all can't. No disrespect, y'all my peoples, but y'all can't be that naive. You go to a grocery store, there's different types of hamburger meats. You got your lean meats. You got your straight up, your ground beef. You got your lean turkey. You know what I'm saying? There's different levels. We talking about, I need some ground meat or ground, I'm gonna make some burgers. And then when you go to that cold, that frozen or the cold section in the grocery store, you're gonna see the different levels. You say, I want a hamburger. What kind of hamburger do you want? The same thing when you come to the Manosphere. I want to learn about the Manosphere. What are you trying to learn about the Manosphere? You know what I'm saying? So there is a reason why I start off the show the way I did. And I talked about the way I did, but I didn't want to go too deep into it. I saw how some of you guys were reacting and I saw some of the comments, but there are categories for a reason. Because not everything fits into a one size fits all. Not everything is here. It's all under one sector, one spirit. No, there's breakdowns into it. And as time goes on, we might clean up some of these things here. And then some things, there's going to be, where it is. Right, Vince? I like lean, no chuck. Some people like lean. Hey, some people, what is it? They want the wasabi. They want the hard. Hey, man, they want ground turkey. They want ground pork burgers. Have you ever had a pork burger? Hey, man, there's different levels to a burger. So I'm saying the reason why I start off that way is that there's categories. You may not like it, but there's categories. And people gonna follow those categories. Just how it goes in life, guys. Just how it goes. Categories. Not everything's a one size fits all. Because like I said, I'm a black man. And the problems that I have as a black man, a white man's not gonna understand. And the same things that some issues that a white man's gonna have, I ain't gonna understand. Categories, guys. Categories. I'm not ignorant enough to understand, not to understand that a white person's going to go through some things that I'm not going to go through and vice versa. Or the things that I profit from, the things that are good for me as a black man, it's not going to be good for a white person as well and vice versa. Let's just keep it a buck here. Not to crack jokes, but y'all don't like to season y'all foods. my non-melanin people, y'all like it bland on y'all chicken. Y'all will take the chicken out the package and throw it straight into the oven. Me? I have my array of spices in categories in my thing here. Well, I'm just using salt and pepper and seasoning salt and garlic salt and the different kinds of pepper, and paprika. And I'm just going to go through my things here. You know what I mean? That's the point, guys. So don't take it personal. Not everything's a one size fits all. Not everything is going to be under one umbrella. Everybody can't, if it's raining, everybody can't get under one umbrella, guys. If someone got a small ass umbrella, maybe your kid can get under that umbrella. And if the husband got a big ass umbrella, then maybe the wife and the kids can get under that umbrella. If there's a little baby, then he got his little baby umbrella. Ain't no one get under that umbrella. The point is, when I break down to it, there's categories for a reason. Don't take it personal. It's what it is. Some people don't fall under it. Some people do. John's like, I will not be subject to a niche when I start content. Hold on, I'm gonna put, you know what, Shauna? I'm putting this on here because I'm gonna tell you that you're not gonna succeed. Ooh, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? I will not be subject to a niche when I start content. Lifetime's opinions of Shauna TV. No videos yet, though. Shauna, you will not succeed in YouTube if you don't get into a niche. I want everybody to see this here. Shauna, I rock with you. You cool peoples. I like when you show up here. You give a different perspective when you chat here. This is where you're wrong here. YouTube is going to tell you you done fucked up, AA Ron, and your channel's going to go double wood. You have to niche, Shauna. You have to. If you don't niche, you know what happens? The YouTube algorithm. I'm going to give you guys a quick thing here, and then we're going to get back to the video. The YouTube algorithm transposes every single word that we say. this algorithm is so sophisticated that it can take everything that we say and then understand that, okay, if you're going to be in this niche here and how to place videos in certain categories and to push out the people who's interested. But if you do not have a niche, know what YouTube's going to say? Oh man, you talking about politics here, you're talking about sports here, but you're not focused here. You got 6 different subject lines every single show that you do here, or every stream, or you talk about sports this video here, or you talk about, you know, politics this video here. The algorithm don't know what you're talking about. So you know what's going to happen, Shauna? Your video is going to go double wood. They're not going to push your video out because they don't know if it should go to politics or sports or whatever. So you have to pick a niche, and then YouTube will put you in that niche to push your video. If you don't put a niche, then YouTube ain't gonna rock with you. I learned that the hard way. My very, very, very first channel was with 3 of my friends here, and I talk about it all the time. Jump Off Live. My boy Mikey knows about it. We didn't have a niche. We were trying to be niche agnostic from the beginning, do what we want to do, a variety show. And you want to know something? YouTube will tell you, if you're trying to do a variety show or just trying to switch up, just be about you, hey, YouTube says your channel is already failed before it happens. I can prove to that and attest to that, and other people as well. You don't niche, you don't get it popping. You might as well just go ahead and just chill at home and just watch us, Shauna. This is gonna be a buck with you. This is real life game for you here. Any content creator tell you this here, and that's in all aspects of life. We all fall in the niches, guys. We may have certain situations where that we can be under a bigger umbrella or a small, but we all fall into niche. What happens when you go to college? You go to college and you pick a degree. If you're just picking general studies, you ain't gonna get no damn job. You're gonna owe $80,000 in school loans with no skill set. But if you major in computer science or you major in like nursing, whatever the case may be, then you're niche down to that field. Then you're taking the classes for that field. So when you graduate, you can look in that niche in that field. But if anybody here who is in the future thinking about a YouTube channel, if you guys, I'm sorry, Shauna, if you're going to move like that, I'm going to say it's been real. You ain't going to work. YouTube has been telling this since day one. YouTube is telling people, don't do this. And if you don't believe me, there's a book out here. I'm going to tell everybody what it is. And without this book, I wouldn't even have my channel. It's called this here, guys. You guys can Google it. Put it in the chat. There you go. The YouTube formula by I didn't put the name, but by Daryl Elves or Daryl Eves. Daryl Eves is probably one of the biggest YouTubers ever. I think he was one of the first big people on the platform. The guy who wrote this book is the guy who mentored Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast is the biggest YouTuber in the game. And this guy mentored him. And this is the guy who wrote this book that I posted here. And he will tell you, if you don't niche, you just cancel Christmas. This is his game for my future content creators. And this is game of life. Everybody falls into a niche. When you go to college and you pick a field, hey, when you're dating, you pick a niche. Am I dating a black woman? You're dating a black man. Am I dating a white man? I'm a date within my race. If I'm Filipino or if I am Asian, you niche down to the race, guys. So this is a worldwide comment for everything here, but specifically for future YouTubers. You don't pick a niche, you're just wasting your goddamn time. Sorry, Shauna. You're wasting your time. Don't do it. I'll tell you, don't even start a channel if you're going to believe that. Other people will tell you the same too as well. Hey, shout out to my girl, Maggie, the substitute teacher's in the building. What's going on? She's coming here with the $1.99. We're going to upgrade to a $2 holler. What's she saying here? Everybody needs a niche. Pick your passion. That's Maggie. Hey, Maggie, first thing first, salute. Thank you for the holla. I appreciate it. And guys, here's the thing too. Maggie is monetized her cooking channel. And correct me if I'm wrong, Maggie. I think Maggie has a how to get monetized course on YouTube. She created her own little course or videos. I haven't watched it yet, Maggie, but I thought I saw them on your channel of how to get monetized. And I think what happens after you get monetized, right? Correct me if I'm wrong on that, Maggie. But Maggie will tell you too as well, like her niche is cooking. So she niched down to a cooking channel. You know, I'm in the manosphere. I niche down to these type of issues here. You gotta niche somewhere. But here's what happens though, guys. I'll tell you this though, and I'm gonna move on back to the video. The only way that you can be niche agnostic, if you're like someone like Mr. Beast, who got like a billion subscribers, or you hit the 1 million subscriber mark where people are just coming to check into you, but you have to build your platform first and to have that big ass following to go do what the hell you want to do then. But if you're just starting off here, you got to find a niche, find the passion, and rock with that. And then as you grow, you can kind of expand your content and then kind of go from there. But if you're not niche down, it's over. It is over, guys. Let me see here. Tay's like, the algorithm can't find your people without a niche. Facts, Key. Glad you're here, Maggie. Thank you for that. Appreciate you. Mr. Making Makes Sense says, that's some free game right there. I'm just letting y'all know. Shauna's like, at the algorithm, you are right. The computer wins. No, it's just, that's in life. That's in life. You got to niche down. I was mentioning everything in life's a niche, guys. Everything's in life's a niche. Honey's like, good to know. Yeah. Hey, shout out to Derek Gaines with the $10 holla here, guys. Hey, Derek went with the orange here. No need to do the upgrade. What you got here, Derek? Dave, I love your channel. We talk about everything from medical to the Game of Thrones to different color pills to ground meat. I just made turkey chili. You even gave me BDP and carrots for someone to play. Yeah, BDP carrots more. Yeah. Hey, man. Kind of guy I am. Hey, first things first, Derek. Hey, hold on, Derek. First things first. Salud. Thank you for that $10 holla. Second thing too as well, I'm kind of curious how that good turkey chili sounds. And I'm kind of curious, is your chili with beans or without beans? I ain't the biggest bean person in my chili here. I'd rather have everything else but the beans. But yeah, man, I talk about what I talk about here. I keep it niche to these relationships. But if I'm gonna do 2, 3, 4 hour live streams, we can mix in some other stuff as long as it balances in with the conversation. You see how that works here? You might see me here and say, Dave's not niche because he's talking about this and this and here. I bring up other things to incorporate to the conversation of the manosphere and of relationships and of between men and women. It's part of conversation. It's not the category. So that's my way of staying in my niche, but I do 3, and there's a method to my madness why I go 3 or 4 or 5 hours. So I can talk about all these things here, but I got to incorporate that into the main niche that I'm working on here, you know? And that's the thing that YouTube wants. YouTube wants you in the niche, guys. That's what's up. Thank you again, Derek. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. My niche is Eden, says Eric. Chilies have to have beans, says Vince. Not for me. I'm not that. Renee said, Mr. Beats earned $54 million a year on YouTube alone. Renee, he make 54 million, and it's, I mean, of course he has sponsorships. Everything that he gets is all derived from his YouTube channel. With beans and tomatoes, you can keep them. No beans for me, guys. No beans for me. So chili has to have beans. No, not for me. I'm sorry. It's not a big. I eat them, but I'm just not the fan. It's just not me. Let's get back to the video, guys. Let's get back to Pearl and Coach Greg.
I did something with JR Reacts.
Oh yeah, she was on JR Reacts channel.
Collab with you.
You just talked about.
I also wanted to collab with Rolo, but it didn't end up working out. Oh wait, you don't. Sorry.
Hold on for a second.
Sorry.
Wait a minute.
I'm sorry.
I don't remember who'd you say? Wait a minute.
Hold on, T. Peterson.
I missed that. Anyway, who else?
Wait, maybe I have.
I am from Texas and Chicago all day.
You might have had Donovan. Did you do anything with
Donovan? Yeah, I did Donovan.
All right.
Just collab a lot of people.
Yeah, I thought I did more than I have, you know.
Okay, you thought you did more than you have. So yeah, well, look, man, I want to say appreciate you for popping on. You always treated me well, and I've also given you an honest assessment of where you are and your growth and your position. I believe for it, and maybe you can say this. Are you trying to be the top G female in the space? I believe that that's not the space for you, but I'm not here to tell you that you can't do it because I don't gatekeep. Some people gatekeep around here.
Wait a minute. Who are
But where's your position? What do you see? Just if you want to tell people, because you're getting haters and you got some simps, you got the simps out here starving.
Oh, I also did with the entrepreneurs in cars. I wanted to add that, and it's complicated. Also, sorry.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
Oh, it's complicated channel. Yes, I do. I definitely know him. I know him. Shout out to his complicated channel. I believe he's in Vegas too. We need to
He
connect.
is in Vegas.
And also people need to know also that you made great efforts. You came to Vegas and you came to the Batman cave here. You came to the Desert Storm bunker. How many people have gotten access to the Desert Storm bunker? But you came here.
Seven in a year. That's not bad, right? Seven in a year.
Yeah, and then you came all the way from the seas here over. You came across the pond all the way to the West Coast and interviewed me. So I'm telling you, man, the effort is there. What would you want people to know? Because you know you're gonna have a lot of people saying, let's bring down Pearly. All right, let's put her in her place.
That's true.
Let's put proper. I believe you shouldn't be speaking for men. We already know that. That's on the table.
I agree with that.
But what would you tell people right now that you wouldn't tell on your channel? Look, this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm trying to do. This is what I'm not trying to do. This is your opportunity. Let people know what it is and all of that.
I would just say my goal was always to make entertaining content.
What's going on, girl?
Yeah, just told the truth about the world, and a lot of the things you guys say is true. And I'm not trying to be the top G of the Manosphere, and I'm more than willing to give credit to where I got the ideas. Sorry, someone's calling me.
Yep.
Give credit to where I got the ideas, and I'm more than willing to have people on the show. So if people want to come on the show, come on, pull up to London. It's expensive to fly people out, but
yeah.
So that kind of is a little bit of a barrier, but we're moving to the U.S. So
you're moving to the U.S. All right,
wow.
There's plans for you to come over
back.
here. Obviously, we talked about this off the scenes. What the motives are, and you know, you want to be closer to your family, obviously, and also. I'm going to ask you this because this is another thing. Are you trying to get married? Because people are saying you're trying to represent this, but you focusing on your career over here.
So I can focus on my career.
So you're focusing. Are you trying to find a man? You trying to be a submissive wife?
no, I'm looking for a husband. So
I'm
looking for a husband.
You didn't gave a whole bunch of people some hope. These brothers are over here, man, starving right now. That's the wrong sound.
What kind of to feed into that stuff? Sorry.
What kind of man you looking for? What are you looking to be submissive? Are you looking to be traditional, conservative?
Yeah, what you looking for, Pearl?
What are you looking for?
I mean, I just have a hard time when girls are like, I'm traditional. Like, if you're not a 22-year-old virgin, are you? Are you really? So I would say that I'm looking for a guy that's family oriented, that wants a lot of kids because I want a lot of kids. Sorry, I know this is superficial, taller than me, like roughly my height, you know.
Hold on for a second.
I'm sorry. I'm tall. I'm sorry.
Sheesh, you just ruined a lot of men. Everybody knows you're 6'1", right? Everybody knows.
No, I'm 5'11" and a half, if we're gonna be specific.
Okay, let's just tell me. I mean, you were in heels. You wear heels quite often.
Yeah, I do.
You're always in heels, so you were 6'4" in person. Right?
Yeah.
Hey, I let it cook for a second. I wanted to let it go for a second. Fellas, if y'all interested in her, you gotta be over 6 feet tall. But here's the thing, though, right? Here's the thing. This is what makes it a little bit different, though. I always say this, though. You hear me complain all the time. I say, man, you 5'2". Why the hell you looking for a man 6'5"? You 5'4" and you want to do 6'7". Okay. I only seen one woman recently that I did a reaction to where she is like 4'10" or 4'11". And she wanted her guy to be at least 5'8". So she's being reasonable about a guy being an average height. And she made the good assessment why she wanted a guy's height. You know what she said, fellas? She's like, look, my mom married my daddy who was short as hell. And that's why I'm 4'10". I don't want a guy over 6 feet tall, but at least be 5'8". So at least that so I don't create any short kids as well. And that's the way it's supposed to be. If ladies know that they're extremely short, like they in that 5 feet, I have no problem saying that they don't want, if they have a boy. And it's the thing that we don't talk about, guys, because we have so many short men with short men complex, unfortunately, because women want the tall brothers. They want the 6 feet tall brothers. But what happens when women, they do go out of their way and they pick a short man and then they have boys and they create more short boys to become short men. So There was only one woman on one of my reaction videos that she's like, I'm 4'10, 4'11. Can he at least be 5'8? So that if we do have a boy, the kid is not gonna be like 4'10. He ain't gonna be a midget or a dwarf, right? So that was the only logical thing that I heard when a woman wanted someone taller than her, right? So here's Pearl here, guys. She's 5'11 and a half. There's no issues when you're that tall and you're abnormal than the average woman in that height there. Then of course we always see her in the show wearing heels. So she's at least 6'1 to 6'2 in heels minimum here. So this is the situation where that I ain't mad when she says I would like to have someone at least taller than me, because that works in two ways. If you got an extremely tall woman, or you got an extremely short woman who wants kids and is worried for her having short men, having short boys and as men. I'm touching the nerve, Clifton. Hey, man, let's keep it a buck here. Come on, brother. The problem that we have in society today is we got too many short men. And don't get it twisted here. Short men are good brothers, but the problem is that women don't want them. So if we got a gang of guys 5'2" to 5'5", we can't have these guys having babies with women 4'10". Hey guys, I'm fair, but I'm firm. Firm, but fair. I'm gonna call it down the line here. And I can understand that part here. Smart people in the world are short. Hey, you can be short, man. But hey, if you don't want, here, let me ask you this question, guys. Real talk. I'm just putting it out there now. You guys know how I get down. So it's been a year. You know how I roll, right? If you're gonna have kids, and let's say you have a boy, wouldn't you be worried if your son only grew to be 5'3" or 5'4"? Because you know, living in this modern society today, how many problems that your son is going to have being only 5'4" and 5'5". You know what I mean? Now, if you a smart man and you got the gift of gab, and you a short brother, and you can get yourself a tall woman to create so that you don't got to worry about that, hey, make it work. But you can understand why a woman who's tall want a taller guy. And you can understand why a woman who's basically a dwarf would want a guy average at least. I'm just saying, guys, we have to have an open mind when we have these conversations. It's not to shut it off and on. It's not this, it's just one way or the other. Sean's like, if he's short, cute as hell with a big D, that's all good. Yeah, Shauna, okay. You gotta figure out if he got a big D first. Now, are you gonna figure out he got a big D when you know he's short, Shauna? You can say he's cute, but are you gonna see the big D before that though? See, that's how that works. You can say, hey, he could be cute, got a big D, but you got to think that that short man is cute to get you in the bedroom before he can pull it out on you. So he can put it on the table so he can show you what he's working with. But you got to let that man get to that point here, Shauna. If he's short, be like, yeah, he cute, but he too short for me. Yeah. Hey, come on, man. Come on, Shauna. Got to let the man get in the door first. Okay, an overweight woman is the norm. I didn't say that. Don't ask me. I didn't say an overweight norm is the norm. Technically they're the norm as far as like the average black women who are overweight, but I'm not gonna say it's the norm. It's the norm. We should accept it. If that was saying, I'm reading I'm reading the comment here. He's saying it's like, I like short ladies 5 feet. Okay, brother, I see you. Derek's like, I'm 6'1". I've been all the women I dated. I hear you, brother. Renee's like, are you saying short men have shortcomings? I ain't say all that. I ain't say that because some of my brothers who are short got some of the best game in the game in this sector here. I got some brothers who are short, ladies. They will talk your panties off in under a half hour. Don't play with me, ladies. I got some brothers that they will talk the draws off GTD on you in a half hour. Confidence through the roof. Successful too, doing their thing. You see them like he's short, and you give him 30 minutes, and the next thing you're like, I don't know now. What you say to Clifton? Nothing worse than seeing all the tall brothers taking the shorties, and you're stuck with all the tall sisters. Hey man, I ain't opposed to climbing the wall. I dated my share of sisters, tall sisters in my time here. Hey guys, I actually dated a girl who was 6'2" without heels on. That was an interesting journey. That's all I'm gonna say on that. She was 6'2" without heels. That was a journey. That was a journey. That was a mission. Let's get back to the video, guys. Let's get back to the video. We want to finish this off here.
Yeah. Yeah.
You pulled up. I pulled up in the 911, right? You got in the 911. You squeezed in there. It was a tight fit for 6'4", running in there. All right. Okay, we gotta. You guys gotta be 6'4".
No. I always say 5'11", like 5'11".
Hold on.
I'm going for like 5.
Hold on. Shit, they're talking about hiding. What'd you say, Shauna? I'm hearing Pearl. They talking about that, coach, and then I see this on the screen here, guys. I always ask for a picture of the D before I meet a man because I don't like turtleneck and I don't like small D. Girl, you would never get a picture from me. I ain't gonna do that. Oh man, hey guys, that's a recipe for disaster waiting to happen so that she can go ahead and if you ain't holding or she wants to manipulate the picture to make it look like you got a noodle dick. Hey man, don't put your picture, don't put your man on blast so that they can go ahead and put it all over the internet and go ahead and have their girlfriends look at it. Next, they're manipulating the pic. Say, look at him, noodle dick. Hey, nah, Sean, you would never get a D pic from me. You gotta see that live and in person, baby girl. That's how, guys. I'm gonna let y'all know right now. Don't put your D on Front Street. Do not be texting your D pics to women here. Hey, man. I never had to do that. You're going to see me live and in person, live and direct. And you know what, though? You're going to enjoy yourself. I'm all about, hey, let's skip all this online text interaction. Let's get straight up to the meetup, yo. Let's go get some drinks and call one, okay? But you ain't going to get no pick at this. You know what, though? This ain't no, you're going to look at the camera and say, oh, let's see who's working with it. No. I'm going to give you the main attraction when we start. Get your popcorn ready, girl. You want some extra butter lather on it? Go right ahead. Hey, man. I'm just saying, don't send no D pics, guys. Don't listen to Sean on here. She'll have your D all over the world here. You're going to see her friends, and her friends going to be either laughing at you or they're going to go behind Shauna's back and going to try to smash. See, Shauna, you got to look out for that too as well, just in case you share with your girlfriends, okay? Because your girls will go behind your back to D your man down, all right? So, guys, don't give up the pics to girls like Shauna. Because they will show their friends, they'll show their best friend. And if you rocking with something, Shauna, you be your own enemy because your own girlfriend will go behind your back. And I don't care if she got a man. She might do that as like, hey, here's my little sneaky link. Most men with big D. What? Don't mind. Hey, no, it's not about minding, Shauna. See, you're thinking from a woman's perspective. Nah, this is how you get yourself in trouble when your stuff is getting plastered everywhere. This is also a professional courtesy, a professional warning here. If you over here ain't got something to lose, the last thing you want is your D out in the streets, guys. The only time a woman sees your D when you pull your drawers down. Don't let her be like, oh, let me go ahead and look at this. Nah, you want to see the D, Shauna, you come on over. All right, you want long dong silver. Keep the key under the mat here, and I'm coming on in. All right. Nah, don't send the pics, guys. Be like, yo, you get to see this live and in person. All right, guys, let's get back to the video. Chucky's like, damn. Let's get back.
Like 5'10" before. I can't be like towering.
She dated 5'10".
Like,
okay,
you were towering over me, so guys. I guess I'm out. But I wasn't simple for you. But so. You were towering over me quite significantly. I'm under 5'11". Now, I got a question for you. Here's a question. Have you heard this thing about grifting? Have you heard about grifting?
Oh, grifting.
Does anybody call you a grifter? Who's called you a grifter?
Everyone.
What does that mean? What does that mean? I don't know what's grifting.
I thought it was, okay, this is where I was confused because I think it's like a fraud.
Okay.
When it said grifter fraud, like I think they're saying like, I don't believe what I say. I just say it to get like attention or money. But I was confused because I thought they were supposed to sell something. I don't sell anything.
Shauna, why would you resent that? First of all, I don't know you personally. All right. First of all, I don't know you personally. And number two, I've known many women who's done this, Shauna. Just because you haven't, I am saying that women do this, Shauna. First thing first, Pearl said she'll go 5'10", and she felt that was kind of short. Ronald's like, I'm there. There you go, guys. 5'10", you with her. Because remember, she ain't wearing heels every single time. She's wearing those heels when she's working. So she got to come home and take those heels off, guys. But Shauna, I don't know you personally. I know women who have done this. See, ladies, you have to understand when I or any men make these comments like that, we're not talking to you directly like this here, unless I know you personally. You know, if I knew you personally, then you can say, I would, you know, I would feel, I resent that. I can get that. So, Dave, you know me. Why would you say that, right? I don't know you. I just know from your comments. But what I do know, and I'm giving people a generalized comment and a generalized information of safety, okay? That men should not be posting dick pics. It is not to your advantage, men. Now, for ladies to see it to advantage because you see something you like, you're like, ooh, I got something to work with when I see him. Ooh, yeah. But what if the guy at least got a decent to average size and he don't know how to take no damn pics? And you're like, it's decent, but it ain't big enough for me. And the next you know, you go into your girlfriends and you talking shit. But talking about you, Shauna, I know women who have done this. See, guys need to listen what I'm saying here and then apply it to the general sense of the girls you've been around, Shauna, or some of the people you've been associated with in the past. May not be your friends now or when you've been around the way. And you know you've been around some bandy, some hood boogers. And it's like, hey, girl, look at this new nigga I'm talking. Look at he hoe, girl. I'm gonna get all about that on my face. Ooh, you know, man. Oh, look at this little noodle dick, girl. You think I really want to mess with this? Look at this noodle. No, he thought he would get something. He ain't getting them now. See, I'm talking general. Women do this. I've seen men embarrassed. I've seen men be like, damn, Dave, I shouldn't have done that. And you know what, though? I say, hey, man, don't put your business on Front Street. You never see my business on Front Street. The most you're going to see is my chest in a swimming pool. You ain't getting no deep pics from me, y'all. And you know what? Here's the thing, though. For anybody want to come to comments in the Ninja Auction, ain't no woman ever complained. If they're complaining, then they wouldn't be showing up saying, hey, big head all the time here. Be one thing if I mess with you one time and keep it moving. Man, I get the hey big head all the damn time. So I ain't worried about it. So, Shauna, just saying this is a safety for men. Safety for men, guys. Don't do it. Don't do it. As long as I'm not showing the face, it's all good. It don't matter. Because, hey, Shauna, it doesn't matter because you saved that guy's number. If you show someone your phone and you show the pic, you can save the photo in your photos, but that photo is initially under that phone contact. So it doesn't matter if you see the face, it's in the contact section, okay? Someone gets your phone and goes to your phone and look at all the stuff in the background or pics it back and forth, you will eventually see that guy's face. You see how I broke that down, guys? So, hey, they ain't got to show me no face. Well, you know what, though? Someone gets a hold of your phone, they're going to know who it is. And all I got to do is pull up the phone number. Or however you got them labeled as. You said, don't send pic to someone like Shauna, so I'm glad you explained your comment. I'm saying like Shauna because you saying you're asking for a pic, Shauna. So if you ask for a pic, I'm saying don't send pics to women like Shauna because y'all asking for dick pics. You know, I don't know you personally, Shauna. I just know the request you made. And that's why I said that. That's why I said that. Hey, shout out to Derek with the $5 howl here that says, because I'm not ish, I asked for breast pics and show my friends in the past. Hey, see, Derek gonna show. See that, Shauna? Hey, first thing first, hey guys. Hey, salute, Derek, timely super here. You see that? I know Derek's a dude, but you know what he gonna say? Hey, I'm going to show my fellas what you working with because you know why? Derek is looking at you as RUO, recreation use only. And when a man doesn't care about you like that, he don't care if the whole crew sees. If anything, after he's done, he don't care if the crew smashes. And you want to know something, Shauna? Ladies move the exact same way. Except for women be mad when the girlfriend goes behind your back and you smash the dude because she wanted that D all up in her face. See, Derek's example is what I'm talking about, Shauna. You send somebody, and this goes for you too, ladies, unless you out here is a 304, unless you out here the RUO, unless you out here not trying to be serious, and you're okay with sending all your goodies, go right ahead. And you know what? You got my cats like my man Derek that's going to show all your stuff to all the fellas. So let's say if y'all get serious, all the homies know how you look. And that's what I'm talking about, how we get worried if we send D pics to your girls, to you, and your girls see it. Because let's say he's average. All it takes is for you to get in your sign language, like Kevin saying, say shames, insult, the guilt that needs to be right. As soon as we send you a dick pic, when you get mad, you know I'm gonna say, that's why you got a little ass dick. And you're like, no, my dick ain't big. And they're gonna pull the phone out and say, look at this small ass dick on my phone. It's on the phone. That's why it's small. I don't care. Look at you and your little ass, noodle ass, shrimpled ass, shrimp, little noodle ass, popcorn ass dick. That's why you don't send them pics, guys. You know what I say? Hey, you get the live feature film. It's like a play, baby. This ain't no movie. You come for the live play. You don't get to watch the feature film presentation on demand. Nah, you get a live performance, girl. That's all I'm saying, Shauna. Shout out to Derek. Shout out to Derek. Hey, I'm about to get back to, we got to finish this video off, guys. Before I do, shout out to my man Brock. Brock's back in the building. He's back with the orange. He's here with a $20 holla. What you got here, man? Sorry I'm late to the party. How you doing, brother Dave? Pro's a sweetheart, not simping, but she ain't my type. Dave, you my favorite brother on YouTube. Oh, man, Brock. That's my man. Shout out to Brock. Hey, Brock. First thing first, salute. Thank you for the holla. I appreciate, like other content creators. First things first, you're not late. You just on time, because whatever you ain't see, you can go back and watch a part of the replay again. Because we go hours here, guys. We knocking on 3 hours in this live stream. Once again, y'all don't get no 15 minutes or 30 minutes, and then you just, oh damn, I gotta find something else to watch. Nah, we still going to the 3 hour mark here, guys. Shout out to Brock, man. I'm appreciate. I'm your favorite cat on YouTube. Hey, I'm just trying to grow, brother. Just trying to grow. And you know what though? I don't grow without people like you helping keep the lights on. So thank you again, man. Thank you. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. Let's see here. What'd you say here, Shauna? God dizzle. You circumcising the big thing? It's all good. Hey, I'm done with you, Shauna. I'm done with you, Shauna. Damn. Hey, you know what though? Hey guys. Hey, Sean's part of the Anish crew. Shauna, you are officially part of the Anish crew, because you don't care what the hell you saying. You ain't Ish either, girl. That's what, you know what though? I talk to you directly because you cool people. You know what though? I'm about to give your ass a wrench, Shauna. Hold on. I'm giving Shauna a wrench right now. I'm sorry, guys. I gotta do this. I fucks with Shauna. I need people. See, if I give you a wrench, that means I really rocks with you. Check this out, y'all. Shauna just got a wrench, y'all. Shauna just got a wrench. So the next time she types a comment, she should see that wrench next to her name. That's why I rock with you, Shauna. You know, I understand this is a men's channel and some of the things I may say, but we are adults here. That's what we want when we have these conversations. You got your wrench, girl. Shout you out, man. Don't have to say he shouldn't send pics if that's a possibility. Okay, let me go back down here. She's in the tribe now. Yeah, she is. Like I said, this ain't an all men's crew. The women ain't Ish either, guys. Remember, women ain't Ish either. If the men in this tribe is part of the Anish crew, we got women as well, as you can see. That's part of the Anish crew, man. That's what I'm talking about. Damn, Shauna. Like Chucky said, Sean's a freak. I love it though, because y'all speak y'all mind. Y'all speak your mind. As long as we can have these conversations like that and no one gets butt hurting their feelings without being disrespectful. You know what I mean? Oh man, Vince is like, never took a new pic in my life. Maybe should live a little. Hey man, the only time I'll say this, guys. Only time you should be sending pics, that should be your significant other. That needs to be wifey. That should be wifey, guys. If you just randomly, I just want to preface, you just randomly out here, that is trouble waiting to happen. But if that is wifey, if she got the championship ring on her finger, you went down on one knee, at that point, all bets are off. She's sending her husband stuff, and you sending your wifey stuff here. I just want to make sure you guys understand it here. If you're in a fully committed relationship, married, engaged, what the case may be, hey man, let it flow. Let it flow. Y'all already made the commitment. Y'all living together, probably got kids. Let it flow. Let it flow. But if you're just out here meeting people randomly for the first time, then everything I said in the past applies. Just to make sure, I want you guys to make sure you understand what I'm saying here. So Shauna, if you out here moving like that, but if it's your dude, more power to you. But random dudes, come on, guys. It's 1 a.m. in London. Oh man, it's been a pleasure, D. Samuel. Okay, brother. I'll see you next time. No doubt, Shauna.
Felony
Let's
thing.
get
That's
back
what
to
I
the video.
thought. I've always believed that the grifting associated with selling things, but as far as I'm learning now it's
Grifting.
just fraud activity.
Yeah,
What
I don't
is
know.
yeah? So the fraud is related to people don't believe you believe what you're saying on your show. Is that true?
Mhm.
They believe you don't believe what you're saying. Hafiz called you the Derek Jackson of the Red Pill.
Oh,
Wow.
that actually got me pissed off. That was I feel like I've been very cool, calm, and collected, but that actually pissed me off. Because it's always like the religious guys that are so condescending. It's like that's so rude.
That's true. I agree with that.
Yeah, well, I believe the same thing. Some
You too, Greg.
some of the lukewarm Christians need a little bit of help, but I can
Yeah, they
guide
do.
them. All right. So I'm glad you came on the show.
Mhm.
You said some things. Is there anybody? Let me check my super chats. Maybe they let me see here. I'm gonna see if they ask you a question.
What's going on, Jay? Glad you're back.
Because many times I know some people might have a question that I might have left out. Is there anything some people want to ask? Let me see here. Anything anybody want to ask Pearly while I got her on? Because
Oh wait, can I add something?
yeah, go ahead.
I'm not in the business of giving advice to men. I think it's really weird when why would men listen to women about life advice and dating advice?
I like
so
that.
I felt like on the channel he kept trying to ask me what I would advise men to do, and I feel like men should listen to other men. So I just wanted to add that.
Okay, yeah. I mean,
I'm not.
I can appreciate that she actually acknowledged that. She saw that. And that's one thing I did see in that interaction between Hafiz and Pearly on Value Entertainment on that video. The one I said that was boring as hell. Something that TLA said it was boring as hell. But he was constantly asked questions. Well, what would you do? You know, Hafiz talk. What would you advise? What would you tell me? What would you say? What would you offer? Right? And I can appreciate her saying, I don't want to give advice to men. And he kept asking me to get what would I, and I'm just like, no, that's where we need you to be at, bro. That's where we need you to be at. And then if anything else, guys, like the fact that she's acknowledging this, let's just add another thing too. She's only 26. There's a lot of learning growing for her. She knows a lot, but I can appreciate that part here. Now let's continue.
I'm not in that business.
you're not in it. You actually pitched that. You actually what we call it, passed that buck several times on the debate, saying I'm not into advice. I'm here for entertainment. And I've said
I can dig
as
that,
not a
guys.
criticism, because I'm not here to hate. What I said was she's an interviewer. She's a moderator. She's one person that is allowing people to have this opinion being told to a massive audience. And there are people doing it. But so that's a good space for you to be in. And that's the space that I believe you're saying that you intend to be in. You intend to be in that space, not in the space of giving men advice.
Yeah, but if Vice invites me on another panel, I'm gonna go. That was so funny. Oh my god.
Oh, the Vice.
Yeah, look, if I got invited back, I would go. They were so weird.
Right. Yeah. I didn't see the whole interview. I did see somebody break down portions of the interview, and I'm not in the argument. They cut
so much out. Oh my god. They literally, the libs on there had a mental freak out. Literally horrible. And they cut the whole thing, but whatever.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
As you know,
Really?
you go on these interview segments. One of the things that you might do is, record portions of it yourself, or at least the audio, or ask them, could you record portions of it? They may or may not have you do it, because they're going to misrepresent you going forward. Now, I'm going to just say this. I don't think we've seen this is Pearly thing still growing. All right. You're going to hit 1 million subs. You're probably going to get into the 2 million mark very relatively soon. Can you tell people, and you don't have to get specific, how much you invest in your program? Because I know, and that's what makes me go, well, hold on, wait a minute. I don't even invest that much money into my show. Okay. Can you tell people what you invest? And then that might give them perspective as to how, they think you're just making money hand over fist. They just go to Social Blade and be like,
that's the crazy thing. I didn't even really make money until this month or last. I've spent over $100,000 on equipment.
God dang.
Over 100K on people. I've spent,
dang.
I've spent a lot. I'm not, as a woman, we just spend, right?
Yeah, y'all be shopping. Y'all don't have no idea how to manage no money. All right, but just on the Andrew Tate interview with Brittany Renner, how much did you spend?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that was horrible, because I was supposed to go to Dubai, so I wasted probably. I made more than I spent now. I at least broke even before they demonetized it, but I probably spent 10 to 15K on that
God,
video.
Dizzle.
10 to 15K just on the video. And you know, people are gonna say you're a silver spoon. All right, you're a silver spoon, you're born out of money, your dad's rich, and you're using your daddy's money to blow up on YouTube. Can you respond to that?
Yeah.
Oh,
let's hear that.
I mean, they're a little right. When I started, they gave me $5,000 to start. So that's they
Oh, boy,
brought
they're
me
gonna
to,
be tearing your ass up over that.
yeah,
question right
sorry.
there.
I'm just being honest. Like they bought me the mics and the original soundboard, but since then they haven't given me anything. So
Since then.
I mean, yeah. So I mean, if you look at that from a business perspective, taking $5,000 and turning it into a 1 million subscriber YouTube channel, like that's still a pretty good ROI, but you know.
Yeah. Angry man.
That's a lot, guys. I want to pause that here for a second. She has spent over $100,000 on equipment, and I can believe that. I can believe that she spent $100,000 on equipment and $100,000 on people. Big man in the building. What's popping, big man? I believe that. You want to know why? You know why? When 2 years ago, when I first got started with my other channel with my fellas, before I integrated to doing this on my own here, I went ahead and took a loan out on myself from my own savings. And it's 2023 now. So in December, I'll take that back. I think it's in 2020. I think in December of 2020, I took a $10,000 loan out on myself from my own savings. And that 10,000 went to my MacBook Pro, went to my first 2 cameras, stands, my first Rodecaster, mics. This was the first purchase ever at $500 with the warranty and everything. The mic stand. I also got another mic over there you guys can't see. Just paying StreamYard for the full year. So many items, right? That I took out 10,000. Now, when did I make my 10,000 back? You may say, well, I started my channel in February last year. I got monetized in March. I didn't get my first check to April 21st of last year. Now, for the money that I already borrowed, and then the money that I purchased, that I borrowed out of myself this past year, spending my own money, replacing equipment, things fell out of warranty. Like I got the Rodecaster 2 because I had bought another, because my other Rode went down. And so that one, I got another mixer that's covered the warranty. But then I bought the 2 here because I want to upgrade. So I sent some more money. And then another camera. I think I have easily shelled 15,000. Easily, I shut off 15,000. Easily. And I think I'm lowballing that here, right? There's so many miscellaneous things, gas, just going back and forth, things like, when I went to Vegas, that was a whole trip dedicated to YouTube, guys. You know what, though? And have I got that money back? I'll be honest. March, April, May, June. Probably got that back by August. But I'm still reinvesting everything because I constantly keep buying. The big items that I purchased, I basically paid myself back on, but I'm still constantly investing right now. Hence, why I'm spending a gang of money on editors, right? I got 2 editors working on videos right now as we speak. Another reason why I didn't live stream yesterday. Behind the scenes, just trying to go over their style and sending the videos back saying, hey, I don't like this. Can you do this differently here? Where it's a brand new marriage to see if it's even going to work out here, right? So when Pearly said that she took 5 Gs, man, more power to her. You know what I'm saying? But she's able to dedicate YouTube 24/7. My problem is I got family obligations. I still have a full-time career. If I could just say, fuck my job and could sit down for a whole year and just do nothing but YouTube, oh man, the sky be the limit, guys. But taking 5 Gs and turning that onto a 1 million subscriber channel, man, that ROI, return on investment, that's dope as hell, guys. That is real good. Just saying. That's real good. Hey, shout out to my man Brock is back here again with the $20 holla. He says, Hafiz is a punk, 1 year married and thinks he got it all figured out, wants to tell men what's what. His monologue answers say nothing, just like to hear himself speak. Oh, man, Brock, we know we broke that down. So last time we did Hafiz, man, we broke that down. Hey, first things first, brother. Hey, salud. Thank you for the holla again, man. I appreciate you. Hey, that was one of the main reasons why I didn't want to do the reaction with Pearly and Hafiz when they did the rematch here. That I keep talking about how TLA thought was boring as hell because I really don't think Hafiz offers anything substantial, guys. Especially when we're talking about relationships in the marriage department. Nobody married 1 year should be giving marriage advice the way that he gives marriage advice. It's one thing if he's getting advice about dating and things of that nature as a 30-year-old man and things of that nature, but you can't give marriage advice when you only been in there for a year. You're still in the goddamn honeymoon phase. I think he's been married now about 16 months now, because I remember when it was like in October when I went down, so he was married like 14 months, now it's 2 months ago. So I think it's been like 16 months, give or take close to a year and a half. But you guys get the point. I think anybody here can agree, before we move on to finish this video off, I don't care if Hafiz, we all agree, Hafiz, if you're single or you've been married or you're in a long-term committed relationship that you don't believe in the paperwork of the court system and getting married, you guys would agree that a man that's been married about a year and a half should not be giving marriage advice. I'm sorry. The way that he gives marriage advice like he's been married for 30 or 40 years. You're in a honeymoon phase. You're green. You all in love with this newfound loveness and this new union, and you're living in everything, life's blissful and stuff like that. If you ain't been through the 7-year itch, then I don't want to hear nothing from you. I'm sorry. And that's the problem. That's when I talk about authority figures. Just because he went ahead and said I do doesn't make him an authority figure. It just means that he went along with the act. Now, come back and holler at us in 2030, Hafiz. When he remember that, he's like, well, I'll see you guys in 2025 and 2026. We'll see who lasts. Now, I want to see if you still, when we get to 2030, in 7 years, as I said, the 7-year itch, I want to see if you're still married and if you're still giving the same goddamn advice in 2030 that you are today. I bet you that if I put 10 G's on the line, that his advice will not be the same if he's still trying to be in this space here. So that's the reason why I didn't want to touch him anyway, because he's not offering any value. If only value that he's giving, and when we talk about these subjects here, is who not to listen to, guys. Who not to listen to. And on top of that too, I got this guy by over a decade and change. And just by listening to him talk, I was like, dude, you may be a smart young man, but the things you talking about is very ignorant. And you can't even put me on game, because the stuff I hear is like, nah, it's wrong advice. Because if I listen to you, I've been fucked up. Like the stuff I went back and watched some of the content. I'm like, dude, if I watched this, I've been fucked up. If I did this, I've been crazy. Hell no. Nah, you just a young boy right now. Holler at us when you get to 40, bro. About marriage. You can talk about other things, but when it comes to marriage, get at us when you're 40 and you're still married, man. That's why I didn't want to touch that video. Shout out to you, Brock. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, brother. Wait, 100K on vids? What do you mean? What do you mean, Shauna? 100K on equipment. No, okay. What she says, she paid 100K on equipment and 100K on people, interviewing and bringing them in, things of that nature. I believe that. I got about 15,000 equipment down here right now. Because what happens when you become a YouTuber, guys, you start buying stuff that you need, and then something happens and you may not need it. So you just keep accumulating stuff that may transition. He's like, oh, I needed this for a few months, but then I found something better and I upgraded, and now something's not in use. I got a whole table of stuff over there that's not being used right now that I could sell it, but I might need it in a rainy day here. You know what I mean? But yeah. Great return on investment is quick. Yeah, it is. I will say I got my money back on my investment too, guys. You know, if my thing is you spend money on YouTube and you consistent, YouTube will put back into you, guys. I just don't have the time to put in the work that she has. I give him 3 years max, says Brock. You're not married until the 4th year. I hear that. Ali says 2030, we will be divorced. He will lose half his shit, probably will be homeless. God dizzle. Hey, shout out to Big Man here. My man's back with the $5 holla. I swear you were just here, Big Man, when you was going off on Monday, man. You was like, Umar can get better advice than Hafiz. All those single modern women be crushing. Just ask Kim Ringo, the conscious stripper. Hey, man. Okay, Big Man's on the roll, guys. Big Man starting. Big Man came in late, but he's starting. You know how Big Man gets down. Hey, first thing, Big Man, salute. Thank you for the holla, man. Yeah, Umar can get better advice than Hafiz, and Umar not even married. Umar over here trying to wife down 2, 3, whatever Umar's doing, man. Whatever Dr. Umar's doing, man. Let's leave Dr. Umar out of this. I don't want to talk about him right now. I don't want no Dr. Umar in his big man, unless you got some more jokes, big man. I don't feel like freaking with Dr. Umar right now. Pause. Sherrod like, shit, I've been married 3 times, all lasted over 7 years. Wow, for real, Roderick? Man. Okay, guys, let's get back to the video. We're almost done with this here.
Man in the house. He said, yeah, I'm not spending that on the video. Yeah, so if you just think about it perspective-wise, you've earned, listen, so $5,000 turned into what you got into monetization on YouTube. Monetization turned around. You didn't go buy shoes and clothes and watches. Did you buy a Bugatti? Did you buy a Bugatti? Or you didn't buy a Bugatti with the money.
Okay.
And you take it around, turn the majority of the money around, reinvested in your business. This is something we teach men in the blue chip mindset. And you reinvested in your business. You spent over 10 to 15 grand to get Andrew Tate over in London and to get Brittany Renner there. And you broke even with the monetization.
No, I think I made a little bit more, but then it got I would have killed if they didn't demonetize my ass. I would have killed, but yeah, I roughly broke even.
You roughly broke even.
She spends what she puts
anyway,
in.
That's great. The monetization, most people aren't monetized the way you are, so that is going to bring some curiosity to people. Like for me, I get no monetization. Like, look, I will make no money off of this, and I will get no views. Like I could dice this video up. I can put it on my channel. I will get 0 on the playback. Zip.
I get it.
Oh my God.
I can't even get a super thanks. I can't get a super chat. I will make, there's nobody super chatted right now because everybody's watching me and you. So everybody stopped doing any sort of investment in my show, right? So that is the difference between me and you. And of course, me and other content creators is that you're on a rocket ship to this, and that's going to bring some animosity. How do you handle that?
That's true. Greg's asking some good questions.
You know, I mean, it bothers me sometimes. Like I'm just being honest. Like sometimes, especially people that like helped me when I was smaller, it's like I start to get to a certain level, and now all of a sudden they're like I've had certain creators that literally helped me make my set, and then later, you know, they're the first ones like talking shit. So, I mean, it bothers me, but it's kind of like, what can I really do with that information? You know?
Okay.
I wanted to also say that I'm very passionate about creating content that emulates what's going on in society. So with Andrew Tate and Brittany Renner, I felt like that kind of emulated what was going on in society with like Brittany Renner hitting her epiphany phase. Because it's like, sure.
Y'all talking about toys in the chat.
Sure, she's one girl, right? But it's like that's happened all throughout the country. Like there's so many girls that's happened to, or that have made those choices and ended up in that situation, right? And I just think it's really important that we have entertainment that actually focuses on what's actually going on in society rather than this blue pill shit that we see on TV when it's like the ran through girl like winds up happy, like get out.
Yeah, and it's not necessarily true, but Brittany Renner's a special case. I don't want anything to do with Brittany Renner unless she was in here with no shoes on and over here bending over on my couch. But that's about the extent I'm interested in her. With that being said, I will say this.
Shout out to Greg. Hey, CGA. Hold on. Let me get. Hey, you see how CGA just casually threw out about Brittany Renner? He was like, hey, real talk. I don't care nothing about no Brittany Renner unless she ain't got no shoes on and she spread out on my couch. Hey, man, that was so play the way CGA said it. He wasn't yelled. He wearing boys. He's like, I don't mess with that trick. I ain't rocking with that. You know what? Forget that 304. He yelling. He ain't do this, guys. He didn't do this.
I don't mess with Brittany Renner. I don't mess with that 304. I don't mess with Brittany Renner. I don't mess with that 304. I don't mess with Brittany Renner. I don't mess with that 304. Hey, man.
He didn't do that. He didn't rap it. He just smooth about it. He's like, hey, man, no shoes on, and she spread out on my couch, then we good. Hey, man, CGA, you caught me off guard with that one, bro. There you go, CGA. That's what I'm talking about, man. Hey, man. Shout out to my man Roderick coming in through with the $10 holla. My man came with the yellow, man. Hey, Roderick, for real, brother? No questions. No comments. My man just dropped that for the straight up love. Hey, Roger. Hey, brother. Salute. Thank you for the holla. Like other content creators be showing love, man. Thank you, man. Woo, no, just showing love, man. And I see other comments saying I'm on my third wife now. Roderick, don't get married no more, man. You done. 3. No, man. You done. If this one doesn't work out, Roderick, hey, cut your losses now. Be a bachelor for life. Don't go down the 4th time, brother. Don't go down the 4th time. But thank you for the holla. Thank you for the holla. Oh, my crew. I love my crew. Love my niggas, but where's my bitch? Hey, shout out to DMX. That's all. Hey, I need to edit that song. Love my niggas, but where's my bitches? Love my niggas, but where's my bitch? It's all good. It's all right. All day, all night. Call my everywhere I go. Call my bitches. It's the West Coast. All my bitches. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. Little DMX bud just came in my head here. I'm sorry. I love me some DMX. Rest in peace, man. Shout out to DMX. He was the soundtrack to my freshman year in college. Hey, man, he dropped both those albums my freshman year in college. With the end of my senior year, going to my freshman year, man, he was the soundtrack of my this is an odd thing to say. DMX and Black Star were the soundtracks of my freshman year in college. Talk about a battle. That's a huge gap there. You got DMX and Rough Riders on one end. You got Mos Def, Quali, High Tech, and Black Star on the other. Shout out to you, Roderick. Hey, man. Hey, Big Man's back with another $5 howl here. I feel like I'm listening to some Katy Perry and Imagine Dragons right now. God, dizzle, Big Man. Why Imagine Dragons? Why Katy Perry? Hey, brother. Salud, you starting up again, man. You know you like some Katy Perry, Big Man. Stop playing. You know you got the eye of the tiger. Hey, y'all, Big Man got the eye of the tiger. Let me stop, man. Shout you out, Big Man. I appreciate you, man. Ooh, boy. What's going on with you? What's going on with Shauna down there? Yeah, I see y'all talking about toys and don't ask me these questions and hobbies. What the hell's going on in the chat, y'all? What y'all talking about here? I'm seeing horse heads and dildo. What y'all wilding right now? Oh, Lord, y'all killing me here. Big Man's with the $2 holla. Big Man's back with a $2 holla. He says, Brittany Renner, your 304's favorite 304. Yeah. Starting to wake up right now, Big Man, I think. Hey, Big Man, you back at it again. So salute. Thank you for the holla, brother. I appreciate you. You going hard, man. She a 304's favorite 304. DMX is a GOAT. Yeah, man. Everyone got a little DMX in them facts. What? Yeah, that's right, Chucky. DMX also was short. Yeah. DMX 304, this the place to be. Big Man, I like Imagine Dragons. Look at you. Yeah. Look at Derek's like, I like Imagine Dragons. Big Man. Hey, people didn't know DMX was pretty good boxer. Hey, DMX had hands. What's up, chat? What's going on, Rhino? What's going on, man? Let's go. We got to finish this off, guys. We're almost at the end.
I will say this. I want you to go over to the Angry Man channel. All right. If I want to
promote
put somebody on,
now.
go over there. Get a hold of him.
I gotta get a hold of Angry
see
Man.
if you can do something with him. All right.
Angry Man's a
Let's see
beast.
if you can do something with him. And I want you guys to do it together. I know people want me to bring him in here. Okay. But
I just get a check mark. How do I get one of those?
you should have you're not connected enough to get a check mark. I got a check mark. All right. So
I've never even tried. I don't know.
No damn check mark. All right. So I got a check mark. But what you have to do is you just basically have to have them review your channel and they give you a check mark. That's why you got blocked in here. People didn't realize it was you. If you had the check mark there, you'd have had the check mark. But I would tell you is that's the next one. He's blown up here. He's got probably 200,000 subs in the last 30 days.
I love his shorts.
He's been in this space for quite a long time. I want you guys to get together. And put something together. Can you do that for me?
Yeah. Where is he located?
He's in Charlotte. I think.
He's trying to come to London. He's trying to come to London. Come on a show.
Look, put him on. Y'all do a collab. Y'all get to talking and then y'all figure it out. I ain't gonna tell y'all how. I'm not gonna tell y'all how to get in bed and do y'all business. You know, I'm not gonna get involved in all that. But that's what I would do. That's what I would do because at that point you're gonna open up a lot of guys and opportunities to speak and all that stuff. And he's been here. I think he's been here. He's one of the guys that laid the foundation of what people call the Black Manosphere and all that stuff. So he's got good knowledge on this, and he's actually catching a big ride right now in an algorithm. And he's one of the guys that inspired me to do what I talk about. Let me tell you something. The people that said you copy your shit, they said the same thing about me. All right. So they said the same thing about me. People down to the sound effect. There was a guy who's been beefing with me for years on a sound effect that I used. And then he said I stole the sound effect, which he did not own.
Oh, wow.
This is how petty people get. But I think
petty is an understatement, guys. Y'all want to know something? You guys know, so I have like a little purplish tint in my background, right? Purplish blue tint, because I have actually Wi-Fi lights in here that I could change different colors. And I kind of love this the purplish tint. You know, if you guys look at all the videos before I got them in, you can see there's like the gray wall. And then I was kind of playing around with it. I might change it up again, right? Because I have so many spectrum of colors, right? You know, someone had the audacity to come into my comment section. Says, look at you trying to be a fake TLA with everything. I was like, how the hell am I being a fake TLA? Lee Attorney's a goddamn lawyer. He speaks on the legal aspects in the Manosphere. And then what he's learned from being a 20-year divorce attorney. What's that got to do with me and Lee Attorney? He's like, oh, because you got a purple background tint and he got purple in his background. I was like, are you simple, slow, or just seriously retarded? I said, do you know how many people use purple lighting? You know how many colors are in the rainbow? People want to use purple, or use a fluorescent colors, things of that nature. Are you really that serious? I said, God, really, you can't be this simple. You can't be this simple. You can't be this slow, and you can't be this stupid. People are silly like that. People are petty like that. You know what I'm saying? I had someone come in my comment section recently saying, I remember in the beginning, people were saying, oh, you over here trying to be another poor man's podcast. I was like, I watch his content, but I ain't poor man. I'm older than him and I have a different perspective. You just saying that because the way I'm a black man and I'm using some of the similar content to get started. As soon as I found my own voice and my style, you didn't call me poor man anymore. But people are goddamn petty. You know what I'm saying? People are horrible in that aspect. It's like, oh, you doing this, or you doing that, you stole this. Well, how about this then, you ignorant motherfuckers? How about you shut the fuck up? I swear, you'd be surprised, guys. When you get your own YouTube channel, you're gonna find out how dumb people really are. I didn't want to say that all the time, but you're really gonna find out how dumb people are. People are really stupid. People are really ignorant. And you're going to see it in your goddamn comment section. You're going to see it in your freaking emails. I literally had a woman email me talking about, could you use less profanity because I want my church people to hear your stuff? This ain't no church content. Why the hell you even here? You should be reading the goddamn Bible, so listen to me here. Talking about you want your church folks listen to me, so stop cursing. Are you serious? Come on, man. Come on. You're going to find people really petty, really stupid, really ignorant, and really goddamn slow. Didn't know it's that bad till I got up on here, man. Y'all. If I showed y'all my comment section, y'all be like, I ain't never started a YouTube channel. I'm telling you, if you see my comment section, you'd be like, not the good ones. You're gonna see, you're like, yo, why do I start a comment section? Why would I get a YouTube channel if I got to deal with goofies like this every day? I'm just saying, y'all. I'm just saying, people are petty. As soon as you start growing, I'm not on pro. I'm like 13,000, not on 14,000 subscribers. I'm not at pro, not on 1 million. But there's a big difference when you have no channel, and then you get your first 1,000, and then you get 5,000, and then the more you start growing, the more you see more of the goofies out here, and the more dumbasses in the game here. And you know what though? When we watch the news and we see all the crazy stuff that's happening in the world, it's like, man, why is there so much crime in the world? Why is this happening? Why? You know why all this stuff is happening? Because we got a lot of dumbasses in this country, y'all. Seriously, when you start a YouTube channel, the world makes perfect sense of why so much stupid shit be happening. God dang, yeah, I'm going off. This is my little diatribe here because the video is basically done here. I'm just finishing off here, and I'm gonna get to some of these comments here. I'm just letting y'all know, especially you, Shauna, if you start your channel, you're gonna find out how dumb people are, how goofy people are, how people are just straight up jackasses. And then what happens when you clap back at them? They ain't got nothing to say because you don't think you're gonna clap back at them. Had that person commented me about a Kendra short, and I snapped on her so hard. I'm like, you really want to be petty? You want to come in my comment section and be petty? I give you petty times 5. I'm Petty LaBelle. Petty LaBelle. All right. I ain't seen this chick respond back. Don't come in my comment section if you ain't ready for the goddamn smoke. So when Coach is talking about that here, he is speaking as a matter of fact. People will come for you at 5,000 subs, and they're going to be ganging up on you. We get to 500,000 subs. So you just got to have thick skin in the game, y'all. You just got to be thick on it. Dave, she debates women mostly and holds them accountable for their BS and fights for men in general. She's an ally and should be treated as such. She BBC was red pilled by watching Kevin Samuels. Yeah, sure enough. Hey, here's the thing. I got no beef with Pearly. I don't. You know what though? I'll hold my comment till we finish this video off. Polar Bear's like, I'm going to be a fake dude named Dave. Damn, Polar Bear, for real? Shauna, when is your first live? I still watch Kevin Samuels. Me too, Jurgen. Me too. I still watch his videos. If you don't have a hater, you aren't doing it right. That's right, Shauna. Shauna, I'm gonna put you on it. That's right, Shauna. Because you know what? Because you doing it right means that they want that. They want that spot. They want that moment. And they gonna hate on it because they wish they can do it. Facts, Shauna. Facts. Hey, shout out Big Man for another $5 hotter here, man. No need to upgrade. You here with the green, brother. You saying Pearly be looking nice in the sandals and long library dresses. I can see her pulling a ninja like Heather Locklear pulled 50 Cent. Hey, y'all. Hey, Big Man. Hey, first thing first, salute. Thank you for the holla. Hey, Big Man. I don't know if y'all ever seen this, but I seen Pearly with her hair done and makeup on. It is night and fucking day. Hey, you looking at Pearly right now? I think this is just marketing. Let Pearly get dressed up. Let her get her foundation going with the right red lipstick, and she got her hair pressed. Hey, man. Hey, she one of them. When she dresses up, I guarantee y'all probably ain't seen her. I seen the pictures. Yo, when she dresses up, she look like the Beckys that take all the black men. Hey, she got that black man. I'm a white girl. I like black men DNA when she's dressed up. Hey, she got the whole starter kit, y'all. She got the whole starter kit. Hey, man, I'm telling y'all. Matter of fact, do me a favor. Google just Pearly things. Just Pearly things. If y'all Google her right now, just Pearly things, I guarantee you will find one picture of her with makeup on. Man. Hey, yo. She holding and with the makeup, y'all. I mean, most women look good with makeup on, but it's night and goddamn day. Thank you, Big Man. Dave, ask Shauna to cam up. Ask on Shauna if you want to cam up. Shauna, you want to cam up? The people want to see you. See, TD got your back. So says Chucky. Wow, what the hell? The internet is mostly negative, which is why AI that learns from us turns negative. Women like you die alone. KS. That's a bit much, brother. Them big ass feet. Oh, do we have another Mika? Let's not start that here. Don't leave Pearly things around me, says Clifton. That's the Joker, I mean. Clifton's like Carrie was before they dropped the bucket of blood. At least you're not regular Dozar, says Big Man. Facts, man. Facts. She loves jungle fever situation shit. Y'all killing me, man. Let's get back to the video.
I think the best thing for you, this is going to be my piece of advice. Start bringing in more variety of people before you create your Mount Rushmore. Because some of these people, man, they just basically have converted from PUA and rolled the red pill, and then they're gatekeeping the red pill, and they're not being favorable to people who, like myself and other people who have been in red pill experiences, but these PUAs are bringing in their red pill experience. They just basically transferred it, but they don't even live it. They're not even living it. Like they're telling people to date and play people and be players, and they sitting at home in a sexless marriage. You know what I mean? They sitting at home with a full-on wife, and you're going, what the hell's going on here? And then they're saying these people can't be included, and these people, we don't do that around here. We the Bruce Wayne of this issue. All right.
Yeah, I don't know much about the stuff that's happened between you guys, but I just feel like it's like, are people saying stuff that's true or is it untrue? And
that's not true. It's jealousy. It's male jealousy. So you're experiencing male jealousy. What you're now doing, you've risen, you've gotten to the position you are in, you're experiencing the male jealousy. That is the most toxic, one of the most toxic things out here, other than toxic women. It is male jealousy. And so when male jealousy is out here and you're experiencing it, it's going to red pill you as well. I mean, because we think men are all united under one roof here, but there's people that's trying to be the top dog. And this is just male hierarchy stuff. But what they do is behind the scenes and do all of this. They do all of these crazy things to hurt people. And when they see people rising. So anyway, look, I'm going to finish my show, but I appreciate you coming on. All right. Is there any last words here? I got a lot of people leaving because, you know what I mean? They favorite content creator catching that L. All right. Is there anything you want to leave with?
No, the reason I came on was I just really wanted to say that I agree with you. And I do think that you should have been on that panel. That was what I wanted to say. And I really was pushing for it, but I couldn't make him do it.
It's all good,
Shauna. So I
Shauna.
appreciate you putting my name out there. That tells people that you have a high respect for people in regard here. You're not trying to push everybody out and claim you're the top dog. All right.
Yeah, no, I wanted to do a collab at some point where we brought a bunch of people to London, so they might see that in the next couple months.
Man, I'm gonna have to catch a plane trip out to London.
Yeah, come on.
Come on to the show. I'll text you and we'll set it up.
Okay.
All right. Appreciate you.
Thank you for having me.
Yep. All right. We'll see you. Peace. All right.
That's it for that one here. Shout out to Coach Greg Adams. Shout out to Pearly Things. Hey, can I say something really fast here, guys? Before I get to my assessment here. Yeah, hey, Shauna, everybody was asking you to cam up. I wasn't expecting you to cam up. I just looked down and said, hey, you want to cam up, Shauna? It's all good. People just want to talk to you, Shauna. They want to see you. They want to see what you rocking with, Shauna. You see what happens when you come in the male space? You try to rock with the fellas? People want to know who they talking to. You know what I'm saying? They just want to know who we talking to here. They want to know who the women in the space here. But real talk, I want to add this one tidbit here. I don't know the exact details, but and this is for Sheila. I know she's in the airport right now, so I hope she catches in the replay. Pearly in another interview said that she lived in the Chicagoland suburbs. I was like, hold on. Chicagoland suburbs. Hold on. You in the UK? She's like, no, when I come out, and I said, okay, I need to listen now. I was all attentive here. She was like, when I was living in Chicago, I was about 35, 40 miles south of Chicago. I was like, hold up. Small goddamn world. You know, Mikey, reason why I met Mikey, because he lived in the same area I lived in before he moved to Florida. Where me and Mikey grew up in, as kids went to school at, is about 35, 40 miles south of Chicago. I was like, hey, hold up here. Where's Pearly from? She in my neck of the woods here? What the hell's going on? And then she said, I won't say where I'm at here, but so from the interview, I was just gathering. I'm like, yo, Pearl's in my neck of the woods. Then she said that she went to school where? She mentioned that she had went to school at Elmhurst College. Hold on. I didn't go to college at Elmhurst, but when I was younger, I had got many like scholarships I was in band in middle school and high school and college, guys. And I was first chair basically my whole life. And so by the time I was in high school, you know, I was first chair. So I was getting these, you know, summer scholarships to these band camps, these jazz camps in different colleges. And one of them, what's going on, David Scott? Salute. One of them was at Elmhurst College because they have a really, really good music program and a good jazz program. And so I didn't attend Elmhurst College, but I attended there in the summertime with other musicians under my scholarships that I went there for. So when she said, I went to school at Elmhurst College, I was like, yo, I went to a degree went to school at Elmhurst College. I lived 35, 40 miles south of Chicago. I'm 35, 40 miles south of Chicago. I'm like, wait a minute. Hey, y'all want to know something that's crazy too? When I first got my hair locked up, when I started the process started in December of 2020. But over the first 3 months prior to that, I was seeing this lady who a friend introduced me to, where her shop was where? In goddamn Elmhurst. So I just want y'all to know that I'm going to get a hold of Pearly. We in this YouTube space. If she hollered at JR Wisdom, hey, I know I'm a small dog. Get me before the end of the year and I'll be on her radar. And I'm going to holler at her. I'm going to find out where the hell she actually lives at. And if she actually is my next door neighbor for one time up here, I'm going to say, God dizzle. You know, so I'm just letting y'all know a little tidbit here that I just found out that me and her kinda, even though we're younger, you know what I'm saying? She's younger than me, but I'm talking about the area and then where I attended school and things of that nature. Small goddamn world. Small freaking world. Isn't Ken in Chicago? Yeah, she's a radio DJ out here in Chicago. Yeah, she DJs for WGCI 107.5. So it's technically the biggest like FM, you know, like urban. You can say urban, but it's technically the biggest station in Chicago, WGCI. You know, you talk about the big channels out here in Chicago. You got 107.5 WGCI. Then you got Power One, you know, you got V103 is owned by the same company. Then you got Power 92, which is 92.3. And then for, of course, you know, for everybody else, you got your B96s in the world. And then everything is sprinkled in that I don't catch up with. You know what I mean? So yeah. But yeah, I found that out. I was like, yo, when I get a hold of her, I ain't gonna tell y'all where she living. I ain't gonna spill it because she didn't want to tell. But when I get a hold, I'm gonna find out me and her are neighbors. Because we attended the same, I'm older than her, but we attended the same damn college. Different times. But I've been there. And she talking about she 30 or 40 miles south of Chicago. And I grew up, me and Mike grew up 30, 40 miles south of Chicago. Small damn world, guys. Small world. Oh, what do you play? I play guitar, Shauna. Shauna, you play guitar? I play the piano. I started off taking music theory for 10 years. Played the piano. And I play all the saxophones. I own a tenor saxophone, but I play the alto, tenor, soprano, and baritone. I haven't done it in years, but I also, back in the day, I also played the flute and the clarinet because they're woodwind instruments. And when you learn woodwind, you kind of play all the woodwind instruments, you know. So yeah, that's why I do what I do now. I'm used to being on the stage. I'm used to talking and entertaining and being in front of crowds and things of that nature. Yeah. Yeah, so shout that out here. TD&D, what's that? T. Lee says, you look like a first chair sax man. Yes, first chair my entire, and only time technically I wasn't first chair is because my band director didn't want to make the upperclassmen feel a certain type of way. So what made them feel a type of way though is that they had to share that first chair of music with me. You know how that is when you see a young little black kid who's a freshman at 14 years old coming to high school and he blowing all the upperclassmen out the waters? Yeah, that was me. Yeah, that was me. I was humble about it, but that was me. See, if I actually went to a damn good high school that focused on music, I've been first chair, wouldn't have to worry about that BS. Because I know them other band directors, when I talk to them in those competitions, they would have had me on that front line and said, F them upperclassmen. I gotta win. Put my best musicians on the front line. But what happened though is that when I was in school, he felt a certain type of way than, you know, about the upperclassmen. You know, they worked their way in there in high school. They probably won't play anymore, things of that nature. So what we did was we would split the music. So I would play first chair one song, and then the upperclassmen would play first chair. So it'll go first chair, second chair, first chair, second chair. But every other section, guys, they had designated first chair and designated second chair. But he was like, yo, this kid is too good to be playing second chair. But you know what happened? By the time I got to my sophomore year, it didn't even goddamn matter. They just put that first chair sheet music on my stand, and that's all she wrote. That's why I was all conference band, and I could have been all state as well if I didn't have any religious requirements. First chair and everything, perfect scores on competitions. Hey, man, come on. Come on. Yeah, I'm a first chair sax man, no doubt. T. Lee. Shout out the big man here. He's back with another $5 holla here. Says shout out to the women with flat backs, long backs, and muffin tops, fat done lapped over the hips. Hey man, big man, you spitting game here, brother. Hey, first things first. First things first, salute. Thank you for the holla. And I say a shout out to everybody like the Katy Perrys and the Taylor Swifts who rocking that damn long back. Shout out to long back. Your back is so long, it starts from the back of your neck where the hairline ends, and it goes all the way down to the cheeks here. All right. There's no cuffing. When they said cuffing season, nah, it's just straight there, and then boom, you get the straight thigh status. Shout out to the long back committee, the LBC, long back committees. Shout out to y'all, big man. Shout out to the long back committees. Hey, Derek's back with the 2 hour holla saying, Dave, let's hear you jazz up one night. I don't know how to play. I'll bring Big Shirley out. Hey, first thing first, Derek. Salud. Thank you for the holler. Yes, and my horn name is Big Shirley. She's been Big Shirley since 1997 when I purchased her. Yep. I don't know if I would play her on out here, you know, but I'll bring her out. You know, you can see the custom made horn. It's a custom horn, baby. It's custom. It's custom. Her name is Big Shirley. She's the woman who will never leave me. Big Shirley. Yes, sir, y'all. Hey, shout out to Big Man again. He's coming back with the $5 holler. Says Pearly makes me want to buy stocks and helmets, mayonnaise, and Flashman self-rising yeast. Hey, Big Man. Big Man, why you doing this, man? Hey, first things first. So, thank you for the holler. Hey, you just now want to invest in helmets? Hey, you should invest in them right now because they buying mayonnaise left and right, brother. Go to the grocery store. Hey, man, I rock with you. Big Man's a fool, y'all. I love Big Man. Big Man helps keep the lights on in this house here, man. Big Man's helping the lights, man. Derek's like, Big Man, I love a nice fuba. Tina's like, saxophone players usually have the big head. Yeah, T. Lee, pause. Let's see here. Dave introduced sax from Pink Floyd's Us and Them song. Before the stroke, I played electric guitar in bands. Oh, okay. That's what's up, Jurgen. You play the guitar too? That's dope. A lot of musicians in the house here. I gotta take off. Try. Good night, everyone. Goodbye. See you, honey. Smile. Honey's out of here, y'all. I'll see you in the next live stream, honey. Thanks for being a part here. You see, honey's a good sport because the last video we did, that chick was in Orlando, and she's like, "Oh, I gotta take this L, Dave." So I was gonna say from Monday's show, shout out to Honey for being a good sport, man, and everybody in Florida. Shout out to Honey. Hope you have a good night, girl. I'll see you later. See you in the next stream. Get the cobwebs off, Big Shirley. She got the cobwebs off, Renee. I actually bought a brand new mouthpiece, and I said I want to get back to playing again because one of the things about being a saxophone player, you guys know that, the metal mouthpiece, especially when you're a jazz artist, if you understand about embouchures, it's very hard to control unless you've done a lot of extensive work, you're able to do a lot of due diligence practicing, and a metal mouthpiece requires a lot of discipline to handle it when you're trying to play, so I actually not only bought me a metal mouthpiece, but I bought a gold mouthpiece. So I told myself that when I get back into it again, so I can start playing regularly and things of that nature. I have a dope plastic mouthpiece and I can able to do all kinds of bends and runs and riffs, and I can hit my crescendos, I can hit the high F sharp on my bad boy. But to the next level, I bought this metal mouthpiece and I said, hey, when I have time, I'm gonna get back on this horn again. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's what's going on. Hopefully I'll be able to have time to make it work. Dave taught Bill Clinton how to play. Hey, Bill Clinton can't play, y'all. Let me say this here. I want to debunk something here. When Bill Clinton went on our Arsenio Hall show, everybody loved it because we never seen a politician, let alone a white politician, go on a black show and then rock with the house band the way he did, right? But let us keep it a buck here. Bill is not a good saxophone player. He never was. He was someone who knew how to play. Let me put that out there. He was a guy who knew how to play, and since he was the president, the band was able to support him when he went up there. Bill can't play ish. He's a guy who knows how to play. He ain't no baller. So when all the black folks saying we got our first black president, man, and if you still believe that, shut the fuck up. Just because the man played the saxophone, don't make that man black. All right. Just because the man plays saxophone, don't make that man black. So, like I said, hey man, Bill Clinton can't play. No, he learned how to play and was able to carry a few notes, but the dude wasn't cold. But once we saw that in our city hall, so every black person, 9192 was like, oh, we got a black president now. We got a black president now. Man, you gotta go somewhere with that. He ain't got no black president. The first black president, the black president was Barack, not Bill. All right. Hey, shout out to Big Man again with another $2 holla saying long back girls got those ass temples too. Oh man, that's ass temples. Okay, Big Man. Big Man getting descriptive here, y'all. Hey, Big Man. Salute. Thank you for the holler, man. Thank you, man. Hey, man. I don't know if I can get down with the long backs, man. I don't know if I can deal with long backs. Shout out to Jesus and Mero. When they went on their long back tirade, when they were still rocking it, this is back when they were on their Viceland channel, when they was going in on long backs. I was like, man, I'm stealing those jokes. I'm stealing those jokes. Okay, guys. Before I get out of here, he knew how to play the ladies. Facts. He knew how to play the ladies besides playing that saxophone. Yeah, that's what happens when you're the most powerful man in the world. You're the president. You're the most powerful man that stays a governor. You get that. Okay, guys, real fast here. What is my opinion on Pearly things? Since add all this going on here. Oh, wait, before I do that here, what'd you say here, T. Lee? I'm from Little Rock, and Clinton on Arsenal was gold for us. He was just running when he did that. I know, but the problem though, T. Lee, is the fact we called him black. We gave him an honorary black pass, and that was wrong. We shouldn't have done it. I know if you rocking for Arkansas, that's your guy, that's your candidate. But being your candidate and give him the black card are two different things. You know what I mean? So, okay, guys. I wanted to end off the show to give my assessment on Pearly things. Do I got a problem with her? Hell no. I ain't one of these other content creators that's pissed off. I am not one of these guys who is jealous. I am not one of these guys saying, yo, here we got another white Becky. We got a snowflake in our Manosphere. Get white Becky out of here. You know what I'm saying? Because what did I say in the beginning of the show? If you guys were here in the very beginning before I started the video, I said that she works harder than anybody else outside of O'Shea Du Jackson. When I say that, it's the amount of content that she drops, how often she drops it, and the consistency. YouTube loves consistency. YouTube loves the fact that they could take this one channel or just one content creator who has multiple channels, and they know that they can shoot that video to so many people, and then they follow the YouTube rules, and then so many people are going to watch this here, and then they're going to do that for the next video and the next video and the next video. So if you're somebody on YouTube that can drop 3 to 4 to 5 pieces of content a day, and if you're going to do a live stream show that can done 4 days a week, and then you got clips, and then you got your shorts and things of that nature, YouTube is going to be more favorable towards you than the person who drops maybe 3 or 4 pieces of content a week compared to Pearly, who's dropping 40 to 50 pieces of content a week, guys. So what I said in the beginning was I ain't mad at her because she's working harder than everybody else. You go down the feed, you go down the algorithm, you're going to see something, every 4 or 5 hours, give or take. Clips, whatever channels is broken down, you're going to see something dropping every 4 to 5 hours. So she's working harder than anybody else. She's dropping more content than anybody else. And the people is watching. Here's what we got to remember, guys. YouTube could be pushing the videos out. The people not only have to click on it, they have to watch it. And then they have to watch it for at least a significant portion of the time. If she was dropping videos and only people were staying only for 1 minute on a 10-minute video, YouTube is not going to push it out. But if you're dropping a 10-minute video and people are staying for at least 5 or 6 minutes, that is a 50% watch time. You see, when you go into percentages like that and YouTube recognizes like, hey, anytime that we put her content out there, it doesn't matter if you're black or white. It doesn't matter if you're male or female. It doesn't matter if you're black, white, Puerto Rican, Mexican, Filipino, whatever the case may be, you're watching it and you're staying there. So if that's the case, then YouTube is going to constantly put those videos out. And if you're consistent, know what's going to happen. You're just going to be bombarded with all her content. So us as content creators, or especially us as black people, we can't be mad because she's putting the content out there and she's doing her due diligence and the people is watching. And then along with them watching, they're commenting. And so when YouTube recognizes, hey, not only is this video being watched, they're actually engaging additionally in this as well. And then they're dropping the super chat, the super thanks, and the super stickers. So when you see all these forms of engagement, YouTube's going to keep in each new video, it's going to get even pushed even heavier and even heavier and even heavier. And the next you know, you're seeing a channel that literally only had, maybe say they had like 40,000 subscribers, only 40,000 to move up to 1 million. And that's consistency. If you can keep doing that from the start, you're doing that, and then you just keep going. So do I hate on her? Hell no. I can't hate on someone who's working harder than me. And she's working harder than me because I actually have a full-time job. I'm not trying to preface that saying I'm jealous. No, if I didn't have a full-time job, if I didn't have a career and I could sit down and be on YouTube, I would follow her model of production. I didn't say that I ain't following her and her talking points because what did she say? I don't, these are not my talking points. So she owned up to that. Thank God. I'm glad that she did that. She only, these are not her talking points. She owned up that she wants to red pill women. She owned up that she only wants to bring the conversation to men. And then when Coach Greg was asked about, being a moderator, she just saying that I'm here for entertainment. She said all the right things. All the right things. And if this is what she wholeheartedly believes in her content and in her job and her working on YouTube and the other platforms, she's no longer on TikTok because she got kicked out of TikTok, on Instagram and whatever she may be pushed on, maybe on Facebook. But if she believes what she said to Coach Greg Adams, and if she continues to push the content like this here, and then she's out here saying that I am not trying to give men advice, I've got a problem with her. Because no woman can give me no advice. You can give a suggestion, but the advice can come from another man in the space who I feel. Because women's advice in this space here can't come from a woman. This space of advice has to come from men. But if she wants to continue doing what she's doing and be an ally and can keep pushing the narrative of red pilling women, hey guys, if y'all still mad at her, then y'all some haters. I'm a content creator. I'm a black man. And you guys know my opinions. Y'all see me for 10, 11 months here. So she's out here and these are her true answers. Let her cook, y'all. Let her cook. But the moment that she starts giving advice, the moment that she even appears to maybe talking down on men and want to be a drifter, that's when we come for her. But until then, allow her to shed the light on women because women hate her as well. She got kicked off of TikTok because women reported her, guys, talking about whales. Women are overweight and obese. Women got her kicked off TikTok, guys. So knowing this here, I never had a problem with her. And the way that she moved, I still don't have a problem with her. But if I see any change, we're going to bring it back in front of the congregation. And we're going to have the Ain't-ish crew to talk about it as well. We're going to have y'all in the comment section. If we guys want to have you guys cam up, we'll do that as well. And we get to that point, we realize, hey, Pearly ain't who she is. Then we come for her. Until then, hey, man, let her get this money. Let her rock. Let her eat. Let her cook. Because I don't see anything wrong with her right now because she's putting out the content, she's working hard, and the people are watching. If the people are watching and she's not taking credit for it, and she's openly saying that, hey, if I know something, I'm gonna give the credit to the people who are, then as guys, we gotta look at it saying, hey, if she's an ally, let her bring it to the forefront, and maybe we all can work together so that we all can eat together because she's an ally for now. Hey, shout out the big man here, but the $5 holla, he says saying Bill is black is because of the saxophone. It's like saying I'm Liu Kang because I eat chop suey. Thanks, brother. Thanks. Hey, big man. Salute. Thank you. I had some soy sauce yesterday. I guess I'm Chinese too. Shout you out, big man. Jerkin from Germany. That's what's up. He posted that there. We call Bill Clinton the ninja, and then he signed a crime bill with the blessing of black church and started locking up ninjas. Right. That's what said that crime bill. Consistency and niche. Got it. That's right, Shauna. Consistency and niche. That's where it starts, girl. So if you start your channel, we'll support you. Clinton, yes, cut the pace in her content. Yeah. Shout out. What's going on, Polar Bear? You're saying he's here with the $1.99 upgraded to a $2 holler. Dave, next week I might call him from Colombia. Do it. I'll be here. Hey, first thing first, salute. Thank you for the holler. If the link is available and you in Colombia, click on, brother. I'll bring you on. If you got a good internet connection down there, man, do it. Do it. I hope you have a damn good time while you're out there, man. All right, guys, let me get out of here. We're not going on a 4-hour stream again. I'm going to be dead dog tired when I go downtown Chicago tomorrow. I got to get out of here. I didn't expect this to be a 4-hour stream, guys. But hey, guys, this is dope. I love all y'all. Real talk. People say it, but no, I really do, because I don't have the biggest YouTube channel here, but it's growing. When we're getting a nice following, we're doing big things. Shout out to Derek Gaines with the $2 holla here as well. Kenny G or Grover Washington, who you like? Grover Washington Jr., brother. No, Kenny, I mean, hold on. You do my thing. First thing first. Salud. Thank you for the holla, Derek. $2, no upgrade. Kenny G is a good technical player. I will not talk about a guy who can play and got skills like that. But if you want to talk about someone who truly got the skills and who got it, Grover Washington Jr., brother. Kenny G, he's a pop kind of guy. Like, no, not pop. What's I say? He's more elevator music. You know what I'm saying? Grover Washington, man. Grover Washington, if you want to make that one. Give me GW, brother. Give me GW. He's like, what's going on, Tito? Happy New Year. Happy New Year to Tito. David Sanborn. Yeah, I rock with David Sanborn. Clifton as well. Clifton. Okay, guys. Like I said, I love all y'all. This is a small channel, but for my time we've been here, we growing, baby. We growing. And I got some things going on behind the scenes. I don't know if it's going to help or hurt, but we're going to try. Like I said, the things I'm working on behind the scenes, I'm taking a little bit of a cue from just Pearly Things. Like I said, I got to hire some people so that I can put out more content. So you guys gonna see, you know what though? I say probably by the middle of the month, you guys are gonna start seeing a lot more content. That's why I had to take off yesterday as well. You guys I'm working. I'm trying to, the beginning part is always hard, but once we get it off the ground and we get these things going, we got a lot of things. So I'm literally taking a page out of her book and a page out of Osei Du Jackson's book here. You know what I'm saying? So I'm taking a page out of her book. I just want to say that without you guys, I wouldn't be here. Keep the lights on. Otherwise, what good is there if I'm talking by myself in this nice ass mic and this camera here? But y'all here, you guys come back every other day or every day whenever I drop a live stream. You guys drop the comments. You guys go hard in the paint, and we have a good ass time, and then we plan up for the next live stream. So I just want to say I love all y'all. I'm not here without you guys, and thank you for helping me keep the lights on. And in streams like this, even when we don't do a Kendra video, we switch it up and we're talking about, the Manosphere, and we're talking about red pill content and who deserves to be in this space, and we still can rock for 4 hours and have some good content, good dialogue, and bounce off each other, throw jokes and things of that nature, and have it going in. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate every one of you guys here. Shauna's like, F her for her whale talk, switches with my tail, and Sonic Boom with my whale call. My dildos like me. Okay, Shauna. Dave, get the 100K so you can spend the 100K. Hope's like, good night. I really would like to see more guys expand, hire other people, get a studio, and maybe you can quit your job and work full-time on YouTube. Appreciate that, Hope. Yeah, I mean, maybe in a couple years. I gotta be honest though. I do okay, but you're your own boss. And so it's going to take a while to build, so until then, we're going to get there. But guys, I'm going to get out of here. Salute to you, Vince. Kendra and her volleyball plastic titties, damn big man. Salute to you, man. So guys, let me do this here. I'm going to get out of here. I appreciate every one of you guys. Hold on, where's it at here? Let me do this. All right. So I don't think I'm going to do a live stream tomorrow because I'm going to be in Chicago all day tomorrow. So I'm thinking, since I missed a day yesterday, I'm just going to move Friday's live stream to Saturday. Either Saturday or Sunday. Be on the lookout when I do create it. I got a few ideas for that show here. So I doubt I'll do tomorrow. If I do tomorrow, that means I didn't go to Chicago tomorrow. But if I go in the city tomorrow, then I'm going to move this to Saturday or Sunday. But I appreciate everybody. I hope everybody has a safe night. Be good out here, But as always, guys, hold on. Before I end it here, this is how we end it. There we go. We're ending off with this song. Shout out to the late, great Kevin Samuels. And as always, guys, I'm that dude named Dave. And I'll see y'all later, YouTube world. Y'all be good.
Seré el más grande, no olvidaré de dónde vengo ni cómo fue.